sure the levels is right. All right, let's start it from the top, man. Let's start it from the top. 704 Charlotte Bound Show in the building, man. What's going on? It's been a little while. I told you, the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, we were going to be on a 2 weeks layoff unless some breaking news was to go down. And there certainly is some breaking news that has hit the airwaves with a teammate on our team, man. As you have heard by now, and if you haven't, we're going to discuss it today about Tetairoa McMillan, and his usage of the N-word. He has been caught saying the N-word, on a streaming platform, which we'll get into. Some people were not as upset about it. Some people were very upset about it. That's what we do, man, at the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. We get into these discussions. No, we're not going to talk about the Tetairoa McMillan's misuses of a word the entire show. It's just going to be the top story of the show, man. We will also get into his winning the Rookie of the Year award, and congratulate him and talk about a great year that he had and how we're going to move forward with him. We talk about the good, we talk about the bad, we talk about everything, man, but we do it intelligently over here. I did go through some of the comments, before we got started, and one of the first ones I saw right away was T. Thompson saying, clickbait ass title, why is this the title and not winning the Rookie of the Year? Well, sir, what you can do is you can go, let me turn the music down some because I want you to hear this clearly. Because, there's a lot of people with the disrespect that it seems that is going on, with different people's platforms. And, I'm not for it. So what you can do, Mr. T. Thompson, I made you an admin, bro, because I thought you was pretty cool, though. What you can do is go start your own show, brother. Start your own show, and let me see what, and talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. You feel me? And make up whatever titles you want to make up, and dictate whatever you want to dictate on your show. You feel me? People, stop going around on people's content telling them how to guide their content and how to talk about their content. Go start your own shit. And this is not me trying to come off, as mean or whatever. It's just that this kind of shit must stop, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't like it, then why'd you click on it? You feel me? We're going to discuss the good and the bad. That's what you do on shows, man, when you're discussing content. Look, I'm not going to go further into that, though. Going to bring in my co-host, man, of the hour, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know him. Y'all know who this dude is. He got all the jokes, got all the energy. And he always going to pop off whatever he going to pop off with. We got Popping Bullets in the building with me. Pop, what's going on?
What's up, man? What's up?
704 Charlotte Bound Show is back, man. Fondon, Popping Bullets in here, man. On the duo tip. And Pop, we said when some breaking news had hit, and this is not really breaking news. I knew of this days ago. I just thought it was not real. There's so much with AI going on out here. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, there's no way he said that.
Well, Twan, can you do me a favor, man?
Yes, sir.
Can you finish my statement
Go ahead.
or my song?
Okay.
Over here on the east and the west end, we call this a 20-twin. Wow. What's the last word?
Nigga.
Yes, sir. Well.
So, look, glad Pop said that right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Pop is black. I'm black. African American. Before we even get into this, man, gonna go ahead and show you guys what this show is about if you haven't seen it already. It's all over the place, and Tetairoa was, I won't say caught. I mean, he said it very freely. You know what I'm saying? On a well-known YouTuber's show, saying the N-word freely. Now, Pop, what I've heard is he's probably heard it in the locker room. And this is gonna be a free show because look, I'm gonna put the link in here, get everybody in here that wants to get in here. That he heard it in the locker room. It's a different time. No one cares anymore. And one thing I know is people have the right to feel the way they want to feel, whether they didn't care about it, whether they had problems with it, or whether they chose to stay neutral on the situation. But it does at least deserve a discussion, because it seems like it's something in the NFL that continues to happen from non-Black people. If you don't know about Tetairoa, he's not Black, he's Polynesian. He may have some Black blood in him, but culturally, he's not a Black man. And a lot of Black people have issues with people who are not culturally Black saying that word. I think the younger generation, a lot of them can care less either way. But historians and people that know, and a lot of people that grew up, knowing the significance of that, what I'm saying, definitely take a lot of heart to that. And let me go ahead and put this link in here real quick.
Antoine, can you tell them when this happened?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm not exactly sure what day it happened. You know what I'm saying? I know Red, and today I want to get some older people in here, some younger people, you know what I'm saying? It's worth the discussion. Are we going to have a discussion about the N-word? No, we're going to have a discussion about the N-word.
Oh, yeah, the hell we is going to have a discussion about the N-word. Yes, we are. I'm going there in so many different ways.
We're going to have a discussion about the N-word as it pertains to sports, and we will, if we drifted in. You know what I'm saying? So, if you feel like this show is going to hurt your feelings, might not be the show for you, man, because
I don't know how this can hurt anybody's feelings.
I'm not holding back. I'm not holding back.
Personally, because my thing is I'm trying to figure out if this is old, because that's what I'm getting.
I don't know.
This is old. But I don't think this is recent. Don't think this is recent.
Well, I also got the TMZ one, so I'm sure TMZ, when I put that up there, will show you the date of this. But look, let's just go ahead and get started with the what was said. And here's a guy that is talking about the situation. And I think Tetairoa was playing Madden with a well-known content creator, and she has a huge following. And so it got out there. But look, just to let y'all, we'll start with this.
And the entire internet speechless on this stream. Check this out. Hold on. It's cooked because he just let Yana and
one thing you need to see is look at this female's reaction when he says it.
It's cooked because he just let Yana and the entire internet speechless on this stream. Check this out.
Nigga, pink to the Baja. Pink to the Baja. Yeah, talking shit, we won. Huh? We won.
Okay, we did.
So Ted McMillan said the M-word while he was
cut it out, Twan. We don't care about what that man talking about. We don't care about. We ain't trying to give him no shine.
Question whether if he's Black or not. But the crazy thing is that people are questioning if the Arizona Stars is even worthy to say it. Now here where it gets interesting, because no one's talking about this. Yana was so flabbergasted, she was lost for words. She literally had no idea how to handle McMillan's energy. She didn't know how to react. And quite honestly, if she never made that reaction, I don't think this will ever go viral. You saw the clip. You saw what I showed y'all. So is this a massive mistake, or are people overreacting? Because on how the NFL handled things, I wouldn't be surprised if Ted McMillan has to come out with a public apology or take a fine or something. But something is coming soon. Drop your comments down below and y'all let me know. Ted McMillan is cooked.
Yeah. All right. Pop, I usually start the show, but I felt like I'll let you start it off today, bro.
I appreciate that, brother. Let
me go ahead and go through some people real quick before you get started, though. Navash is in the building. Get Navash in here. He said Luke Kuechly Hall of Fame, only the second drafted Panther player ever to reach the Hall of Fame. I think we got my man Ray in the building. Already said because of what he said on the Madden stream. He said also could drag ass to him for the rookie of the year, which we were expecting for him. I read is in here. He said, say what you want, but this is a subject that Twan is always consistent on. If you don't know his feelings on this matter, then you haven't been paying attention to me. You know what I'm saying? This is not no clickbait. That's what I'm saying. But hey, it is what it is, man. All right, so he said, Ricardo said, let me guess. This nigga said nigga and a bunch of white people are upset. Yeah, I don't think you would understand why white people would be the first to be upset on something like this. Relax and Talk Sports says go ahead, yo.
No, go ahead. You keep hollering people out.
Relax and Talk Sports says he needs to realize he isn't in Cali anymore. Being down south, it means more. Shout out to Stratton 843. He said it's a nothing burger. He's a Cali kid. Okay, we can get into that shit too.
Yeah.
Navar said it's so right now you're already seeing mixed feelings in the chat. Some people are saying it's an issue, some people are saying let it slide. You know what I'm saying? Navar said, is this really a controversy? We'll get into that.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. Supernova more in the building. Salute the 704 Charlotte family. And Navar said, Drake says it and he's half black. Yeah, we'll get into that too. And I'm so glad, y'all. And that's why when I put it in the 704 Charlotte Bound Discord, man, this show was built for me and Pop because me and Pop have had this conversation at least a year before this has happened.
Yeah.
So we're just going to be revisiting some shit. And we've actually talked to some people on a podcast that is non-black about how they felt about it,
Right.
So, this show is not to bash Tetairoa. It's to talk about the subject and see how we can meet at a median. And it's a discussion that just should be had, man. I really don't give a fuck what Drake says. Stress said that's why I didn't like the apology because that's really him, but they made him apologize more than likely. Yeah, okay. I'm holding back, Pop. He said he probably surrounded by people who constantly use it all day, every day. Okay, and that makes it okay for him to do that, right? He said we ain't gonna talk about the user pick that was impeccable. We are gonna talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about today.
That is funny. That was a good comment. I honestly enjoyed that.
Navar said
that was
people
comical.
do that shit all the time online, and yeah, you know what those people do? They hide their faces. They put up some kind of emoji, so you don't know who the fuck they are. And Navar said, Twan isn't white. I'm not. I don't know if somebody thought I was white. Damn, how did that get out? He said
he just fell in some brown permanent paint. So yeah, we allowed him in.
All right, so go ahead, Pop, man. Floor is yours.
Man, I got so many ways to go about this conversation, this topic. Is some people can.
I also like to mention something, Pop. Don't mean to cut you off. I would like to mention something that I really feel like I gave motherfuckers time to do this. And one thing that I do when I go live, I like to go live to see if anybody else is going live because I don't like the crunch if somebody's got the same audience we do. And when I put the show up, you know what I'm saying, all of a sudden, my show popped up on a title like an hour and a half later, man. Motherfuckers is not original to save their life, man. But go ahead, Pop.
Yeah, so
come up with your own content.
It doesn't matter what other people doing as long as you're doing you. It don't matter. But at the end of the day, or at the beginning of the day, because it's morning. Good morning, everybody. This is an interesting topic because there's so many ways and ranges that you can look at this situation. Addressing the comment when a guy says about white people being mad first. Well, the reason why some white people might be mad first is because money. Money. They are investing in you. And when they are invested in you, you have to carry yourself a certain type of way. The NFL is cleaning up all that type of things. As you see what they did with Bill Belichick, uh, things of that nature, because of what you do outside of NFL on the field. They are looking at your conduct. Um, so to start off, am I offended? No, I'm not offended by what he said. Um, this is the N word is the most popular colonized reformed word ever known to man. Let me say that again. The N word is the most popular colonized reformed word ever known to man, to history. Because in the black culture, that word has reached all the way to Hawaii. Imagine that. All the way to Hawaii. Now, I do have questions because, you know, where he's from,
Everywhere.
I'm sure some colonization was going on there as well. I've seen
It's, it's,
videos.
it's in every country around the
Is
world.
is is in every country around the world. I know that's why I said it's the biggest ever word. Um, I wonder, and just me playing devil's advocate, when their people over there was being invaded and taken over, were they being called the N word? That's something I do not know. If so,
No, they
then
weren't.
maybe, but but I'm not there, so I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm just thinking outside the box. Stay with me. Just thinking outside the box. If they were, then maybe I can understand it. But what I do understand is that um and I'm hoping this is an old video. I really hope this is an old video because this is the second time he's got caught saying something on video um to bite him in the ass. Like, and I know the younger generation doesn't take on the same responsibility or the pride as the older
It was
generation.
on Monday, Pop. Monday.
It was on
Monday.
Monday he did it. Wow. Yeah, you fucked up, buddy. Yeah. Um that 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 girl reaction, she knew that he messed up. She knew that that's something you could say behind the cameras, but not live.
One
There's
thing you should
plenty
know
of
about
people.
her too is telling the people is she's biracial as well, and she was alerted, and she knew that was some shit you do not say live, and for her to jump like that, her and the guy, she knew he
Yeah,
fucked.
yeah,
Good.
they both were like astonished, like shocked. Um, but the pride that you take into that of knowing the history and the culture is not the same for the young generation. Like I can't expect 22-year-olds to feel the same way like me, especially a black man who grew up in the South, to feel the same way as a 19-year-old. You
Right.
know, I they don't. I don't think they even learning anything in school. There's too many people that died behind that word. And yes, we
Right.
have reformed that word to make it more endearing. You know what I'm saying? We take the ER off of it and made it an A. But I think that the black African Americans or whatever you want to call yourself, we have been so inspirational that that's why people gravitate to your culture. And then him being so young and how it's been watered down to not put respect on it, that you know the younger generation don't look at it that way, which there is some good stuff about it because I don't want the new generation going in racist. I don't want that. That's what's wrong with the world now. uh, but that doesn't give you a pass to just say it either. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop people for saying what they want to say. But there is some places where you're not, no matter you Tetairoa or not, they ain't gonna allow you to say it in their presence. They're just not. Um,
Mhm.
I it's a crazy subject and matter. Um, I'm not mad at him. I know he's young and impressionable. He's a grown man though, so he's got to stand on whatever he said, and whoever he's offended. People will take your jersey off. People will stop supporting you, depending on their age group and their history. Because,
Oh,
like I
that's
said,
gonna happen.
people, people have died behind that word. Some
Mhm.
people don't take it that serious. Some people are just like, I mean, whatever. Everybody says it, but I think you have to put some respect on it. Just like I'm not gonna go to a Spanish person or a Latino person and say spick. I'm not calling you no spick. Like I'm just not. That's somebody else who made up a name for you to insult you. I'm just not calling you that. That's just not what I do. That's not in my culture to call you that. You know what I'm saying? Now, whatever words we use and dare into our culture, we can use that. But like I said, hey, to each his own on how you feel. Me and Twan have talked about this because Twan is from New York. I'm from North Carolina. Uh, New York and how the cultures are up there is way different than the South. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I just know if I go to a bar with my guys and outside of a black race, if you say the N word, it's probably gonna be a problem. It just is. It's just depending on the generation that's there. It's probably gonna be a problem because I'm from the South. Now up north, I know Puerto Ricans and Spanish people and Latin people. They may feel like they're part of the culture too. My only problem is don't use it when it benefits you, and then when like you have problems right now and you don't stand beside that same culture or the same type of people when things are going down.
Mhm.
When they're beating up and uh, tearing up your neighborhoods or uh, things of that nature. Don't be okay. You my nigga now, but then when some things go down, oh no, I I'm Mexican today. Nah, that's my only gripe with it.
So one of the
Go ahead,
things about
Twan.
the N word, so one of the things about the N word modern day is um the reason why I feel like people outside of our culture uses it is that they have to be around a group of people who accept it, like Pop said. Usually a younger culture, you know what I'm saying, who uh didn't deep dive on the word and unfortunately everybody's not history majors and I'm gonna say this too, man. I wish Red Swarm was on this show too because I wanted Red's opinion too. Some people, unfortunately, even in our own community, don't give a shit about history. You feel me? One thing that I was always taught by my grandparents and people growing up is that the reason why black people fight for things and uh, especially the thing like the word nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to use the ER, the hard ER, is because there's reason why black people take offense to that is because we don't want history repeating itself. Because everybody that's online now that uses the word, especially in the political times that we live in, everybody don't mean it in a brotherhood or a jovial way, and most of those people are not black people. Um, that word is what is the word that so many of our ancestors heard just before they were hung. Pop.
Nah, it's a fact. Yeah, I mean that's
That
that's
was one
that's
of the
the that's
last
the harsh
words that
cruel
they heard.
reality of it.
So just because pop culture chooses to take a word and over time, you know what I'm saying, like black people made it a term of endearment amongst each other.
Hmm. Now,
And
if you say the ER, I am offended.
the
I'm
ER,
very offended.
the ER is a whole other thing, but to
That's a
me,
whole other thing.
people like me that's older or whatever, it's all the same thing to me, bro. When you're outside the culture, in the culture, the word can be differentiated too. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's just how people say it, though, Pop. Right? Like, wait, hold up, you meant something totally different by that.
Right.
I don't give a shit how comfortable you are and who you are around or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? And people know the bite of that word because some people know who they can say that shit around that's non-black and who they can't say it around.
Right.
You're not going to always be around your homeboys. What's something that our parents taught us, Pop? If you when you think and you say to yourself, I don't want to say something that might upset people or whatever, then you probably just shouldn't say it altogether. What it lets me know is that you know it's controversy before you even say it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, I don't have, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tarnish this man or this young guy, this young
Not what
kid,
we up
you know
here
what I'm saying?
for. We haven't even
But
said Tet's name a lot.
uh and Strat 843, he said, I was raised on sticks and stones, words don't affect my emotion. But this is not about emotions though. You know, but I mean, hey, you should be able to have, you know what I'm saying, tough skin. You know, everybody has different type of layers of what they can and can't deal with.
The
But
brother that
what
said that, hey, how old are you, bro? How old are you? I'm just trying to see something. I'm not trying to call you out or nothing. I just want to know how old you are.
Carl Moore said you live in a free country. That's not true. If it's free, why you paying taxes?
Yeah, free country is not free for you to say whatever you want to say, or you will
Yeah.
get fucked up.
Yeah,
Look, in some ways, Pop, I feel like I'm doing this show to save some people, man. That's save you from my ass whooping. All right, Petey Quick in here. He said McMillan is a Scottish name, not a Polynesian name. He said Samoans and Hawaiians where I'm from, say it not new or whatever. He said they are around us, and in their bloodline, we are in their DNA, whether they believe it or not. Of course, yeah,
of
they
course.
definitely have our blood. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
We
That's a
know
fact.
this. You know what I'm saying? But so do Puerto Ricans, so do Dominicans, so do Mexicans, so do. If you really want to be real with it, I'm not gonna go that far back in the history, but it's been proven that the black man is first man on earth, so it's really in everybody. You know, these DNA tests are not gonna tell you the whole truth on everyone, but if you start off with a certain people, then and I don't want to go into all that, but we're gonna talk about like now.
Hold on. Carl Moore, you said I don't pay taxes. I'm disabled.
That man, he's a troll,
So
bro. Trying to be
so
troll.
so
Don't pay attention to
okay.
that shit, Pop. It's
All
only
right.
gonna stop our points. You know, you got some people
Yeah.
that's gonna be in a chat that they here to disrupt. Don't fall for it.
And mainstream Duracho, get that out of here. Real Spring 77. Basically, what happened is Tetairoa was playing a Madden game on a stream, and he 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 got a pick on the game, and you know he was celebrating, but he celebrated by saying the N word. He was saying nigga.
And the
So
people around him at
and
that
the people around,
time,
right?
I'm like, what are you doing?
Why'd you let that one slip? Like, um, see, the problem is that
And you know what? That's true. He didn't let that slip. He said that shit comfortably. He's been saying that.
well, he doesn't. One thing I've learned about Tetairoa, since like I said, this is his second offense.
Third,
What third?
yep.
What was the third?
You should have known I did my homework, man.
Mm. Well, you got the receipts. Uh,
We got in a situation in the locker room in Arizona.
he forgets that cameras is around him, and he doesn't think it through. Once you're put on a pedestal, and we're talking about an organization like the NFL, you have to be careful what you do and say. Like everything has been evolved around Hall of Fame, this, that, and other. Have y'all not noticed what's been going on? That they have been pulling up people's report cards.
Yep.
He just got an F on his report card. This hurts your this hurts him as far as his money, what he's getting, investors that want to put money in him. And if you don't think that the NFL won't get you out of here, they will. They will find ways to blackball you. So this is just more like a lesson that he has to learn that, be careful what you say.
Pop, tell them how, because I think you're doing a good job, man. Pop, explain to them how investors of the NFL see that as an issue and how it can hurt him, like in terms of his pockets, even to the point where it may push David Tepper to do something with him because money rules the world, bro. So we're gonna also talk about this from a financial aspect as well.
Yeah. I don't know if people notice, but if you look at the NFL, it's pretty dominantly black. Pretty dominantly black.
78%.
78%. So you know, all white people are not racist. All white people are not trying to keep racism going, things of that nature. But the NFL is trying to clean it up.
Exactly.
Um, in all different spectrums of the game. That's why it's gotten a lot softer. But you're taking money out your pockets when you say things because there's other cultures in the NFL that you may not see on TV that has big money. And if they're offended, guess what? You're cutting your money short.
Mm-hmm.
They'll find a way to get you out of there. So, and even though strategy say no one will be talking about this come August, that doesn't matter.
The fuck they not?
It's still on your resume. It's still on your resume. People are still talking about Ray Lewis and that whole thing with him. You think they're not gonna still talk about it?
People
Yeah,
still talking about Ray Rice and beating his wife up.
right. Like still people. Bruh, at the end of the day,
But the
it,
internet
it
don't go nowhere.
yeah. Anyway, internet doesn't lose. Internet never loses, and I hope he learns from it. I think he will. Uh, you know, look, if he gonna say it, man, just his best bet is just don't say it on camera, man. I'm sure that he. I always seen him with African American guys and things of that nature. I'm sure he's a great friend to them. This, that, and other. But the world ain't ready. Everybody in the world ain't ready for that. And that's just what it is, man. You got to be more savvy, man. There's so many words you could have used. I would have rather you cussed, just so that way, you know what I mean. You could have said bitch, just so that way it don't put a target on your back. I'm gonna stop addressing you, Stratic. That's what I'm gonna stop doing. I'm gonna stop
So
addressing you, uh,
the
because
biggest thing, the
you're,
biggest
you I don't know. You said I don't know how old you is, or I think it's going way over your head. So I'm gonna stop addressing you. You play in the chat.
started Navash said if someone's using the hard R, then that's racism and a direct insult, definitely. But it don't have to be no hard R.
My
Uh,
point. My point. Of what I was trying to say is people are gonna still talk about it. It ain't gonna just go away just because we're talking about it today. People are going to bring it up.
and look, I love Navash's his honesty. He said, "I just had no idea that this was an issue. If other minorities said it as well, so I
Have they
respect
got
his
caught?
honesty. It's an issue.
Well, let me. Hey, look, do this, Twine. Who got hit in the head with a helmet?
Let me see. The quarterback. You talking about the quarterback from Pittsburgh when
Yeah, yeah.
Miles did it?
Where did his career end up going?
So
Ah. Now, why did he get smacked across the head with a helmet?
because he said his claims is that quarterback used the N word against him.
Mm.
I don't think he would have reacted that way if he didn't hear it.
I mean, why? When have you ever seen a defensive player outside of sacking him or tackling him try to attack a quarterback? I've
And
never seen it before.
he's a pretty mild-mannered dude off the field.
Just saying. They Nirvana. I don't know where he's at. That's the thing. They will put you in a whole nother hemisphere where nobody sees you again. That's what happens when you say certain things you shouldn't say in the public eye when there's cameras on or other people hear you.
So, hold on. You said Ray
The man,
Rice isn't a good comparison. To be honest, it is a good comparison. It's like when you do something you know you're not supposed to be doing, how hard the NFL comes down on you, and then
exactly.
the reason why we said that is because someone early in the chat said by August, no one will be talking about this. That's bullshit. It's going to always come up. Like when professional athletes beat on their women, like one of the main things that they talk about that's a big issue in pro sports is domestic violence. That shit don't go nowhere. When it comes out, it's out.
CRS says Mason Rudolph never said the N word. That's been cleared up years ago.
How the hell do you
Where?
know that? Was you down there?
I never heard Myles Garrett say that he lied. Show me that clip. Where the video where Myles Garrett apologized that he attacked Mason Rudolph and that he misheard him. I've never seen it.
We do receipts over here.
Never seen it. So, like I said, I've never seen a defensive player attack a quarterback outside of sacking him or tackling him on a play. Never seen it. Where he took his helmet off and tried to melee him? Bro, you ain't never seen that in the NFL. And we talking about Myles Garrett. Come on, bro.
So I'm going to entertain some of this shit because I think some of it is just general questions.
Mm-hmm.
Avenue 20, whatever. Okay, he said, shout out to Avenue. He said domestic violence is way different.
It's not, man. We're talking about off field offenses, bruh. It don't matter if you shot somebody, you beat up a woman, you cut somebody out, you insulted somebody, slurring them with words. Off field conduct. Do y'all get it?
Anything that you do that hurts
the image of that or the image of the shield. Nobody's above the shield. It's not that hard to get it. It's simple. We just told you about Bill Belichick. Why Brady gets suspended? Why Brady gets suspended? His off-field conduct. He got rid of the phone.
We haven't forgotten.
They still talking about it, right? How long ago was that? Maybe it'll be done in August.
And you know why Bill probably got? I'm not gonna get off on that, but that might have had something to do with all the shit that was going on when he was over there coaching. Why he didn't get in the first time, deflating footballs and all the other kind of shit,
and spying on people practices and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't be out there. I mean, hey, look, I'm not mad at him, but you can't be out there flaunting your young 23-year-old woman. You know, they don't like that. You know what I mean?
There's people that vote on that shit. They don't like it.
Man, it's so many other. Basically, at the end of the day, we're talking about off-field conduct, how it would affect you in the NFL. If y'all don't get it, it doesn't matter what the offense is. It don't matter what it is. The point of it is that if you do shit off the field and they're paying you money, guess what? Something will happen to you.
And they sign a moral clause when they sign their contracts.
Right.
Saying, I will not do this.
They want you to be. They want the NFL players to be outstanding citizens on and off the field. You say you can tell a person is an idiot when they act like speech is violence, but defend actual violence as if it was speech. The dumb ass think jaywalking is the same as beating a woman. Miss me, bruh. You is out of this world with that comment because you're not getting the big picture.
See, but Pop, you're expecting some people to get
I'm
the
not
big.
right.
When,
You're right.
look, when I told you at the top, you got people in this country that don't give a fuck no more. They have no morals. They can care less.
We're specifically telling y'all it don't matter what your offense is. Even if words offend people, the NFL will hop on your ass.
I want to
It
know
don't matter
why.
if it's violent, non-violent, whatever it is, they can get you out of there.
I
I
want
don't
to
know
know
what's so
why.
hard to understand that.
I want to know why he felt so at ease to do that. I know he's been doing it a lot. When people say like with the locker room, I can guarantee
Hmm.
you when people say there's people in the locker room, they're young guys or whatever, people in the locker room that don't care. I
Hmm.
guarantee you, it's people in the locker room that do care too. Everybody don't think the same, bro.
Everybody's not gonna be all right with it.
I guarantee you, if he said the N word in the locker room, well, whoever ignored it, there was the same amount of people that looked up like, "Hey, you might want to chill, bro," or I'm not gonna say nothing now because I don't want to make it a thing. But then you took it out of the locker room, you know. So let's look. His apology says yesterday, before you guys, start going too crazy. He said yesterday while on a live stream, I used a term I should not have. This is him admitting that he shouldn't have used that term. He said, "There's no excuse for what I said, Pop." Everybody
Facts.
in the chat, boom, 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 boom. Let me read it to you again. He says, "There is no excuse for what I said." He's telling you, don't give me a pass. He said, "I sincerely apologize for speaking thoughtlessly and will do better." And that's why I'm willing to forgive him. But it don't mean you forget. Because guess what? He's gonna go through some training. And this leads me to my next point, Pop.
Hmm.
It seems like when things are dealing with black people, people want to let shit go and whatever. Let me go ahead and put you guys in a real situation now. This is the United States of America, right, Pop? If
Hmm.
Tetairoa McMillan would have said something that was anti-Semitic,
Mm.
he would be getting fucking fried right now.
Well, that's if you know, you
But,
know.
when it comes to little old black people, man, it's nothing, man. We've been disrespected for so long, bro, until niggas don't even understand when they're being disrespected. If he would have said something that was anti-Semitic, and I'm not even going to use the words on here because I'm not of that organization and I don't want to offend them. That will be top story on ESPN, on every news channel you can think of, and everyone. And they would be podcast after podcast lighting his ass up. Including that dude in the White House would have made a big deal out of that. Because then it's an election year, y'all. People are looking for shit. They would have made him go through the training, all that. But you just have to say you sorry when you offend black people. And Pop, you ever notice how non-black people tell black people how they should feel?
Yeah,
Aren't you guys
that.
over the racism thing? Aren't you guys over that already? When are you guys gonna let that go?
I don't know. That's like me telling the Jewish community, man, just let go of the
Holocaust.
Holocaust, man. Man, just let it go. That was so long ago. That's part of their history. That's part of their. I don't want to say culture, but it happened. You will always remember what happened to the Jews, and people will always remind you what happened to African Americans.
You know
That's
why they
that's 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 the world. Now, unfortunately, I do agree with you that whatever things have arrived with black folks or African Americans, whatever, they have been stepped on so long that a lot of us will just whatever. So I get it.
have been disrespected for so long, they just don't even understand when it's happening. Let me tell you why a Jewish person would tell you why they go so hard with that, especially in sports and because they say, just like black people say, they don't want history repeating itself. So guess what else, Pop? Because I know people was gonna say dumb shit. Let me go to another community. I think Pop know where I'm going. I'm gonna tell you another community where you gotta watch your fucking mouth and you can't say what you want to say. The LGBTQ community.
Boy, yeah, you really want to vanish? Yeah, they'll
Let
get you. They'll
I'm
get you
not
out of
even
there.
gonna say it, but let Tetairoa get on the live stream and call somebody a FAG. He might not even have a damn job right now.
Man, look how you can't even say, even though it's horrible, but play lightly with the grape word.
Mm-hmm.
Play lightly with it. They'll get you out of here too.
Can you say that word?
No, the world is changing, and just because you say the word doesn't mean you're into racism. You just gotta put respect on it. That's all, and be wise of what you say when you say it, who you around when you say it.
So, Pop,
Cause the camera don't care. The camera don't care what you say. It just gonna record and put it out there.
this is what I told you about the whole situation. You know, when you like a lot of times, let me tell you right now, Pop don't even like talking politics. But we ain't gonna get into it now. But I remind Pop of when we were talking sometimes on the phone or whatever, you know, how people really are. Just like this comment right here. This dude says, you can tell a person is an idiot. And then what did he call me? What did he say, Pop? Liberal.
Yeah.
So he's telling me what I am. He's clearly telling you that he's a Republican or MAGA or whatever the fuck he is. I'm not. I'm not tied to any party. I'm an independent. You see how he just assumed what I was,
Mm-hmm.
and that this must be some Democratic talking points. This ain't got shit to do with politics.
No, it's simple as 1, 2, 3 ABC, right and wrong.
He said, "Let me
That's
finish."
that's
He said,
that's
"But
it.
defend." He said, "But defend actual violence as if it was speech." This dumbass thinks jaywalking is the same as beating a woman. The point that was being made is there are two things you shouldn't do. Nobody said which one was worse. I didn't say that. Pop didn't say that.
Right.
No one said this one towers over the other. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. If you're hurting a group of people, it is what it is. Pop, tell
Yeah.
me why the Cleveland Indians had to change their name. Because they offended a group of people who didn't want that damn name. Pop, tell me why Washington is the Commanders now.
Now you said it.
Even when you say Redskins now, they're not, the news channels are not even allowed to say Redskins no more. But it was so many people that was like, man, motherfuckers care about shit too much or whatever. Maybe you don't care about it enough. You don't get to speak for other people's cultures. So look, man, me and Pop back in the day, I told Pop about and shout out to Wolf. Shout out
Yeah.
to
Shout
Wolf.
out. Shout out to
Wolf is
Wolf.
still doing stuff
That
on.
was a great conversation we had.
And I told Pop about the difference up north, you know what I'm saying, about how it is when you use the N-word with black people and then when other people say it. And this also, but so Fat Joe got in trouble. And he stays in trouble. Because Fat Joe wants to be Puerto Rican all day, every day. You know? And when people try to have, in the past, have tried to Africanize him in any way, he won't allow it. But Fat Joe says, I can say nigga all I want to. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna stop me from saying it? Until some real niggas got at him and on social media and said, I will. He don't reside there now, but where he resided and where he came up was in the Bronx. And I can say that a lot of people in the Bronx, whether you're Dominican, Puerto Rican, or whatever, some people do use the word nigga. But you have to have a pass. I don't believe in that pass shit, but some people do. Amongst the black people that you hang out with, you just can't just come out of your mouth with it.
I mean, just to get deeper with it, why you want to say something that you don't want to stand beside?
Correct.
That's
So
what I don't get.
the thing is, because like Pop told you earlier, black people just don't be flying off at the word like spick and saying other words.
Wet back or
no, that shit.
Black folks saying that.
We don't do a lot of that, the derogatory words towards other people. In terms of, you know what I'm saying, of just doing, because we know how it feels with us. I think the biggest word that we use is cracker.
Oh, we hear that.
And that's only when describing white people that have no love for us. So people are expecting us to believe, like, okay, so black people can't have an opinion about these matters. You know what I'm saying? You guys are supposed to accept it, but no other culture does. No other culture will let you be disrespectful for shit in their past and their history that they do not fuck with. So I asked Wolf, and so Pop, I think Pop was kind of shocked by it. Wolf was like, nah, man, I don't use that word, bro. Because, you know what I'm saying, I grew up having respect for the people that I was around. I think, and Wolf was from New Jersey, right?
Yeah, he's from Jersey, but I think he lived in New York sometime too.
Yeah. Because it's a no-no for some people. Because if you're not around the people that you don't know, so when I tell people, if you're a non-black person, or this new phrase that a lot of people like to say, man, these what's the phrase these new blacks like to use is this FBA? These FBAs, these free black Americans.
Yeah.
Foundational black Americans.
Yeah.
You know, that's another story for another day. But you cannot tell people what they should and should not be offended by. No one, not even another black person. We have these conversations with each other all the time. It's the younger generation that shit doesn't really bother, but that's because they don't know the history of it. But one thing I know is this, Pop. For as many people that say, oh, I don't really care about that, blah, 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 and you got in a situation and say it was your mom or something, and somebody that was not black called your mom a nigga to her face, all of a sudden that shit is not cool anymore.
Why not, Twan? Why not?
Because it just offended them.
Let's see. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think
we're gonna be real with each other. We've heard some people accidentally let that word go on some podcasts, bro. Not cool, bro. Not cool. It's a lot. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. This ain't to frighten nobody. It's a lot of people in the ground. It's cemeteries filled with people that use that word. It's cemeteries filled with people who heard that word right before they died. And then you talk to older people, They don't even like the fact that black people use it. You can talk to a lot of black people in general that don't like the word because they say it. And what do they say, Pop? They say we only leave the window open for other people to do it.
Yep. So you get smashed.
But if you in the wrong place around the wrong people
At the right time.
and you say that shit, it's you're gonna get knuckled the fuck down, bro.
I mean, that's just where it's at. Like I said, I wasn't offended by it. I'm like I said, he's impressionable. I'm pretty sure he has plenty of black friends that they're cool with it. That's the new generation. I understand. Um, but for his sake, he just needs to be a lot more conscious and careful. Um, because it's not a good look. I'm pretty sure he doesn't sit there and say the N word in front of David Tepper. I'm pretty sure, and David Tepper's white. I'm pretty sure he doesn't just talk to his boss like that.
Bro, I'm glad I got.
What's up, my nigga?
Yeah.
Ah, ah,
That
oh
motherfucker,
God.
yo, assistant, you're like, you're if you cool with your positions coach, that shit might go down like that or something like that. Or, or one of them coaches, I mean, they may or whatever, but the head coach and all motherfuckers ain't allowed to do that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ray,
Yeah.
man. We got Ray in the chat too. Everybody
Ray.
knows Ray's history. That's my man. Ever since I've ever known Ray, right? And Ray is Puerto Rican. That word has never come out of Ray's mouth, bro.
Mhm.
Ever. Ever. Let me get his comment.
Appreciate that, Navash.
He said, what gets me is when people talk like, I think he said Nalo, is that because of what you believe in is automatically right. And what anyone else thinks or believes is automatically wrong. Make it make sense.
Yeah. You don't know who all seen that video and in certain places that sit in certain seats
All I
that could have
know is the
that
people
could have
that
been
he
offended
was
by
on
it.
there. All I know is the people that he was on that video with were just
They
as
all,
young as him,
yep.
were just as young as him, and look at their reaction. They reacted like we ain't supposed to be saying that shit.
Hey, the girl covered her mouth with the
Yeah,
key cards, like, oh, whoa, oh, buddy's froze, like
he didn't know what to do.
shit,
Neither one of them. They didn't know what to do.
he froze, like he shitted on himself, like, yo, did he really just say that? Like, it's, yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I don't have no hard feelings towards him. I just hope he learns from it. We are
Let's
going to
hope
talk
he
about the
learns
Hall
from
of Fame and stuff like that too, guys. So don't worry. We just had
it.
to
Yeah,
break
man.
this thing down.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna leave it right there, Pop, because we got some other things to talk about or whatever. But look, let me get Ray in here real quick, man. Ray said, Twan, I call it respect, Twan. I respect y'all. He said, regardless whoever gave me a pass in the past, don't and Ray, you know I can say something right now. And Ray said, nah.
that's
I ain't even
respect.
gonna lie, bro. Look, Pop, look, I don't even want to hide it, Pop. I was one to look, like when we was dealing with a certain dude, you know what I'm saying? Then we ain't bringing it up, you know what I'm saying? And if he want to keep coming out to you, because somebody used a slur against Ray on the show before, you feel me? And they kept using that slur.
And
Oh,
and then when I hear black people use the slur and they put the ER on the back of it, but I really look at you weird.
nah. Listen, it wasn't just that slur. It was a Puerto Rican slur. And
Ah,
Mr. Leo decided he was gonna go at Ray. You know what I'm saying? I never seen Ray that upset in my life, bro. So words hurt. I've never seen that man that upset in my damn life. And I said, bro, listen, man, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say to him. He still didn't use it. He said, I respect y'all regardless of whoever the past is. He said, I don't matter. Be fucking respectful.
Cali Blue, can you
Big
break that
Tank,
down
what's
a
up,
little
bro?
bit?
What's up, Big Tank? I wish Cali would hit the link. Shout out to Cali. We said respect, Twan. I think the Panthers need to calm it down by not discussing so much. It's just my opinion. Yeah, I don't want the Panthers to make this no big deal, bro.
They're not gonna touch it.
Yeah, but it's a discussion.
They're gonna stay now. They're gonna talk about it behind closed doors. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
everybody called Tetairoa. I'm pretty sure he's heard from everybody, probably all the way down to the janitor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look, listen. But I guarantee you what they're gonna tell him. First of all, the team is gonna find him. That shit coming. I know y'all don't think it's coming. That shit coming. He gonna get fined.
Oh, it's already been mailed.
Yeah, if he ain't already got fined. That shit is
Yeah.
definitely gonna come. Cause a team gotta be like, yeah, we don't accept that shit around here like that, bro. Now, shout out to my man Big Tight. Cali Wu said respect to her. I think okay, I got him on that. And Pop and Ray said, nah, dude called me a dirty nigga. I wanted blood, fam.
Y'all gotta understand, like, locker room is one thing. In front of the press or the people streaming, all that is a whole
Man,
nother.
I don't want you saying it in a fucking
No,
locker room.
I understand that, but the thing is that if he got a pass in the locker room, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Then that's one thing. It's different if we were in there and what I'm saying, we like, hey, bro, can you refrain from you saying that? You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
so many other words. But if he gets a pass in the locker room, which I'm pretty sure he does, that's different. That's not gonna get out. That's not gonna get out.
I need to correct what you said. He might get a pass from certain people.
That's what I'm saying.
But if one black dude in that locker room says, nah, I don't want you saying it, then he can't do it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think he do have a pass.
Yeah. We
I
got
don't.
Cali Blue up in here, man. Blue,
What up, Cali?
Bro.
Good morning. Well, shit. What time is it for y'all? 10,
Hey
11,
man,
12?
I know it's early in the morning for you.
Man, what's up? Hey, Cali, man, what's up with y'all? What's up with y'all, Cali people, man? I just saying that. Now let me messing with you. I'm
Hey, when
messing
you
with
say
you.
what's up with hey, it's just Panther business. It's Panther business. That's what it is. Shit. I had this discussion all the time. What's up, Twan?
What's going on, my brother?
What's happening, man? I appreciate you, Twan, cuz,
Cali, let me ask you a few questions, man.
Because Twan know a nigga from a long time ago.
Yeah,
and
man.
I just said it. Yeah.
So you got
California to the fullest.
You got me from the south. You got Twan from the north, and we got you from the west coast.
Yes, sir.
What is it like? You know what I'm saying? As far as other races saying the N word in Cali, is it something that's accepted? Is it just something they just I won't play that? Like, what is it?
It's accepted nowadays. I'm an elder. You understand? So I go through, I'd had this discussion many a time. And at first I was like, hold on. And it was just like a culture shock for me because that wasn't a part of something that you heard another race. But the truth be told, in perspective with Tetairoa McMillan, that boy is from Carson. He's a Polynesian. And if you know Polynesian culture, they damn near black folks,
Exactly.
Okay. And where he went to school and where he's at, that's just the norm. That is the norm. He's around black folks. He was raised with black folks. Did you see him dancing? Did you see him out there like damn near crip walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just where he comes from. And if you were to ask me, do I think it's acceptable to your question? I would say, yeah, it's just what it is. It's a term of endearment, or it's a term of expressing yourself, and identifying. A lot of folks, other cultures, Mexican, white, it's really strange to me when I hear white people say it.
But let me ask you this, Callie. So, and this just to dive deep, what I'm saying, a little bit. Why don't black people pick up on other cultures' words of endearment?
Because we say that.
Hold on, Twan. Let Callie answer.
They ain't gonna let you say that shit.
It's because they don't have none.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't have no.
There is
You
nothing, and I'm
exactly
not trying to
right.
be mean. I'm not trying to be mean to anybody who's any other
nah, they
race.
got him.
I don't see. I don't see. Well, I haven't seen black people as far as words of endearment. Let's taken from a
Like,
different culture.
give me another word that would express some the terms of endearment besides what the word that we were talking about.
Exactly, because they ain't got one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you saying now, Pop. You saying, look, okay, so I'm getting mixed up with okay, so other coaches have words, disrespectful words that you can call them. But in terms of
I mean,
flipping a word, in terms of them flipping a word, like the word like the
I give you
terms of
one.
them, like they don't got
I
words
got one.
like
I
that.
understand now.
I got one. Like I had one of my barbers back in the day. He was a Salvadorian, and another one from Ecuador. And boy, he cut his ass off. Sharp line. But you know, him and his boys be talking Spanish, but they be saying, "Hey, what up, bendejo?" You know, that's maybe their word of endearment, calling each other dumbass. But I've never heard a black person say, "Hey, my nigga bendejo." I ain't never heard no black person say that. I just don't see them taking on other people's culture of words of endearment anywhere. I just don't.
So look, man, I don't want to. I'm not gonna tell y'all.
I
Look,
know you. I know where you about to go. Go ahead.
yeah,
Wait, there's other words. I'm sorry.
it's
There's other
weird.
words that we use, but it just ain't got that flavor. You know,
Right,
we say how many times where I come from, where I grew up, my age, you couldn't call us that, or we was offended. You couldn't call me dude. What's up, dude? What you doing, dude? What's that
yeah.
about? Because that's a negative. You know, but it's not.
Really?
It's just yeah.
Well, see,
Where I come.
let me tell
Where
you,
I
What's
come
up,
from
dude?
over here,
yeah.
you don't call no brother. Some brothers would be like, especially the older than me generation. You call them a dude, that's disrespectful.
Why?
Yeah,
Uh,
It
Why?
means man. It
They
just
would
means
say they
man.
would like calling it like it's calling you out of your manhood. You know,
yeah,
don't address me by my name. Don't call me dude. And that was a
exactly.
term. That is a term the white boys came up with. You know,
Well,
we say it all the
so,
time, but it's just
hey,
not as
Pop,
catchy.
let me tell you something, Pop. That Cali ain't. Look, I know he'll say it, but I'm saying this. Like that LA culture and that California culture, um, you could get your ass whooped for saying a lot of the wrong things.
My
And
my my
wearing a
thing.
lot of
You
the
ain't
wrong
never lied.
and wearing a
My,
lot of the
my,
wrong shit.
but
You
that's
ain't never
lingo.
lied.
That's lingo though. Like I mean, hearing
Nah,
dude.
no. What I'm saying is
Yeah.
nobody's gonna chalk it up to you being ignorant because you hear it so many times before. Like, and what I'm really talking about is I'm talking about gang culture. Like you can't call some like you might think you calling
Oh,
somebody something cool,
Street
and
etiquette.
they don't rock with it like that, bro. You might get fucked up.
that's what I said. Lingo. You know that West
Yeah,
Coast
yeah,
lingo, New York lingo, the Southern lingo is different. You got to know where you at. But when you put yourself on a platform and
yeah.
you represent the NFL, it don't matter what you cannot offend a race.
But he just that just shows to who Ted is, man. He just locked in on something. You
No.
know,
Callie, I'm not mad at him. I'm not offended at all. I'm just saying for him to be cautious because you never know what person what I'm saying is where sitting where who he could offend
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
how many you saying you're an older dude, Twan's older dude. I believe there's plenty of older dudes in high places in the NFL.
Your ass an older dude, nigga. You about to be 40 or some shit.
I'm just no, the way I'm looking at it though.
Hey,
What I'm
hey,
saying
wait, Doug,
is
man.
that it could offend somebody that's older that knows the history that respects
Nah,
that they don't want
son.
to hear that,
But what
and
I'm telling
that's
you is this. What I'm telling you is this. I'm gonna repeat it. The dudes, the people he said it around were as young as him.
I'm not talking about them. I'm
And
talking
they
about
was
people that
like,
see.
nah,
I'm
they
talking
was
about the
like,
people that's
nah,
gonna see
bro,
that
you can't
clip.
do that.
I'm talking about the people that see that clip. You know what I'm saying? Business partners, things of that nature. They see they like, man, I was going to
Well, just because he
endorsing
said
that.
it and other people's don't understand it, I mean, maybe it helps it in the discussion. Maybe it needs to be discussed like we're doing now, and let a
That's
lot of
what I'm
people say
saying.
they
It just
don't
needs to
offended
be
with it, and a
discussed.
lot of people not. And a lot of
But
people
Yeah.
are, and a lot of people
this
not.
this my
But
thing, Callie. I don't. If you say it, fine, right? Just make sure when something pop off, you still there.
And I guarantee you, T Mac is like, if they tell him, like, look, you can't be saying that because, it's going to affect my pockets or your fan culture or your fan, people, rooting for you or whatnot. He'll say something, but I'm sure he's standing on business. Like, look, that's what we do. Bryce say it. Even as godly as he is, Bryce say
He
it.
ain't saying it on camera.
No, he ain't said it on camera because he don't say much.
Okay,
He don't
there
say
you
much.
go.
He don't say.
That's
But I don't know that he said it on camera. I don't know that he ain't said it on the camera today. But I don't know.
I'm
no,
even
no, no.
going.
I'm saying Bryce ain't got caught saying it on camera.
Yeah,
Even though
there
he
you go.
black,
He
he ain't
black
got
though.
caught saying it on camera. He ain't never heard
It's,
him say the
to
N
me, it's
word.
just really. I'm just gonna have to water it down. I mean, for being from where he at in the culture, everybody says it out
Well, hold on,
here,
but
and it don't.
that can't be an excuse though. It can't
Excuse for
because
what? Excuse for what?
it can't be an excuse for him to be able to say it and
Okay,
not
so you're not
understand.
agreeing with it. So you sound like you don't agree with what he's saying. Like it's not
No, no.
okay.
Is the way I'm saying it is
No,
if
you
Bryce
saying you
Young.
don't, but Pop, you saying you don't have a problem with it, but you sound like you do.
Yeah, he just said it. That's exactly what he just said, as far as what I'm
All right,
saying,
You have a problem with it.
and that's okay, and that's okay if you feel that way. I got a lot of folks in the South too. I'm from LA, but I'm deep rooted in Mississippi and Carolina.
All of us
So
from the South. Hey,
right,
listen.
right.
The thing I was gonna tell Cali Blue is this. That so a lot you see a lot of dudes on videos and shit, crip walking.
yeah,
But if you're not a crip and you hanging around, see you hanging around some rolling 60s and some shit like that or
yeah.
whatever, you gonna get fucked up. That shit you can't do that in front of around certain people. It is no longer a term of endearment when you're dealing with the people that is like this our shit. You can do that shit on TV. I can't get to you.
That's
But
funny,
you're
y'all.
gonna do it around me.
I got you. I got you, Twan. I was just watching.
You feel
Y'all,
me? I'm like, you ain't gonna
yeah.
do it around me, nigga.
So do y'all know that dude that does the food reviews?
There's so
Yeah,
many.
Real. What's the name?
uh,
Peaks 100.
he got
I
like
know
the
him.
high top.
Nah,
Nah, he
this a
got
dude
with his wife and girl.
out
He
west.
blown up. He got like damn near a
Yeah,
million.
No, I
Well,
don't know
his
him.
name is Peaks 100, right? And he
yeah, I
goes
know who
around and
it
does
is.
all that. So he came out here to LA, and this was just recent. And I was just watching it. I was with my girl, and we was watching. He'd be funny. Sometimes I binge watch, and he comes into the Nipsey spot, Marathon Burgers,
Mm-hmm.
right? The burger spot that's hot out here in LA.
Shout out to Nipsey,
And
bro.
yeah, shout out to Nipsey. So he comes in, this is another talk. But anyways, this is on topic because he came with his homeboy, Beans. His name is he's just a regular brother. He just out here, whatever. But his partner Beans is right next to Real Beans. And then he's walking inside the restaurant. And we all know Nipsey and his family and everybody over there. That's a Crip joint, right? If you were to look at it like that, rolling 60s. That's where they're from. So he
Right.
comes into the restaurant. And this man, his partner got on an Angels hat, bright red. So that's for one, that's Bloods. That's saying Bloods. And then you was talking about how your P's and Q's you got to know out here in LA. And then it's like anthems, or it means active, or it means something like that. It's totally against Crip, So me and my wife was like, oh, his partner got a red fucking
You can't
red
wear
hat
no
on.
colors in California. You
So
better go
yeah,
wear
right. And
doodle brown.
it's a direct one of the enemies of Rolling 60s, Anthony's
Yeah.
Park, which is Blood out here in Watts. And I was just like, God damn, boy, he better watch. He need to watch. I was just making light of it.
You know what, Cali Blue? I got something for you, man. You just hang tight. I'm going to show y'all a video of saying the wrong shit around the wrong people, how I can get you fucked up.
You talking to one, Twan. I'm from that. Okay. I'm an elder now. I'm
No,
blessed
I'm
to
not
be here.
talking. No. I'm not
Yeah.
telling you. Look, bro, I know what you are, bro. We go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm trying to save some of these motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
It's not all good, wherever you at, bro. You better know your audience.
What makes me turn my head is
And
that so many women say it nowadays. Of a
that's
lot of Hispanic out here, so many women say
that's
that
weird
word. And I
too.
always
That's
be
weird to me.
when I
That's
see a
so weird to
woman of
me.
a different color. Well, now it's more you hear it. I mean, it's just you hear it. But it has been that was a big topic last year in regard. Is it okay for that to be said? So that was a really big topic out there in
But
the street.
my thing is, if you got to ask, then you should already know that probably not. Is it okay for
It's
me to
all
rob somebody? Come on, no, no,
well. It's
no.
also about your culture and how you grew up. T Mac
And,
is somebody who's grown up around
and I
that,
and I
and
get
that's who
that,
he
but
is. And
I get that, and that's why I was trying to make my point earlier. I wasn't trying to contradict myself, but I was trying to say if Bryce Young is smart enough, no matter where he goes to do interviews or streams, this and
Nah,
nothing,
that's what got to
he
do with
Bryce
Bryce.
Young is a
listen.
different type of culture.
You're not listen.
Bryce
Let me
Young is a
finish.
total
That's
different
his
type of kid.
upbringing.
Listen to answer. Just not. If Bryce Young is smart enough to not say the N word at all on camera, and he's looked at how he's looked at, T Mac, you got to be smarter
So,
to to not say certain words either while cameras on. That's what I'm trying to say.
so let me get to this end right here, Pop. And Callie will know this fully. He might start laughing when he hear this. So let's go right here.
California, you could wear this Houston hat right here. That's cool. But you cannot wear this.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
family in LA. Ask them what I'm talking about right now.
Listen.
Now, this New York Jets hat, you could wear this in Cali. That's perfectly fine. But this New York hat right here, you better not get caught wearing that. Everybody knows that. Now, this Seattle hat, that's fine. You can wear this up and down Cali. You'll be perfectly fine. But this Seattle hat, you're going to find yourself in a whole lot of trouble. Don't put nothing like that on your head. Now, this Giants hat, you could definitely wear that Giants hat for sure. But this Giants hat, now you got to be careful. Now it's getting tricky. Now, these two Pittsburgh hats, I recommend you don't wear none of these at all, baseball or football. This Cincinnati hat, you could wear this in California. That's fine. But now this Cincinnati hat, now you in trouble. Damn near everywhere you go in Cali, you in trouble. This Detroit hat, you can wear this up and down California. That's perfectly fine too. Yeah, but this Detroit hat, now they gonna get on you. Now they gonna ask you where you from. It's gonna happen. These Oakland hats right here, you can wear these in Oakland, nowhere else, especially in LA County. Now you might get away with wearing Dallas Cowboys, but you're not gonna get away with wearing this Texas hat. I tell you that right now. In California, you can wear this Houston hat right here. That's cool, but you cannot wear this Houston hat.
Hold on.
In LA.
Man, listen, I ain't never been to Cali, and I don't even want to go.
Let me tell you something real
I
quick.
can't wear certain colors. I can't. Man, bro, what you? The dress code is ridiculous.
Tell them what we're talking about. It's culture.
I get it.
Culture. Listen, if you wear a blue hat if you want to in California, don't listen to that dude on all them hats.
Bro, if I got listen, I got people out in Cali. I got family out there.
Yeah.
If I want to come out there with my Carolina Panther hat,
You ain't
I can't wear it because I'm from Carolina and represent my team because y'all got some old history of gang wars. That's so crazy to me. Like the concept of thinking, bro, you might as well just walk around there butt naked, dog.
Here we go.
All right, I know you like watching The Simpsons, but when you come down,
Nah,
don't
that
wear
ain't
this on your clothes.
That ain't that. Let's go right here.
You can't wear this hat in California. Don't even try it, homie. It's not going down. Even this hat right here, you cannot wear that. Don't stand for Oakland baseball.
Why you can't wear that?
Because they don't stand for Oakland baseball. Okay, so look.
Going home because it's like that. Yeah. There's a few Compton hoods that'll
I'm
wear
not
this.
trying to blow up the spot, man. Listen to this. It's the gang culture, bro. It's so many. I don't even like referring to a lot of these situations as gangs either, because it's brotherhoods with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But when they
it's gang culture. That ain't brother. It's gang culture.
Nah, not all of it. Because
okay.
Yo, bro, check your phone, man. Listen. So listen, with a lot of this shit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, like it's so many, like, I can't explain it the way other people can explain it, but it's so many it's like, okay, it ain't just the Bloods, it's all kinds of Bloods. And they all go by different names, streets and neighborhoods.
Right, I get that.
Right. So,
what I'm saying, Twan. I
don't know why they use a lot of things that like the pattern, but like they're named some of this stuff.
I get it.
It's not good for New Era, but
I'm not saying you can't have a brotherhood and gang culture, but it is gang culture. I mean,
Well,
You
yeah,
see, but
but
I would like to take. I want to
everybody ain't
turn
shooting
that word
up
away from
like
gang culture. I really want to, because it's not that to me that's not gang culture. The word saying the word nigga is not gang
no, no,
culture
no,
to
no, no.
me.
I'm not
no,
saying
It's a
that.
no, we're
No,
not
no,
term.
talking about
no,
the word. Nah, we're not
no,
talking
no,
about the
no,
word.
no,
We're talking
no.
about something else. So let's
So,
see.
hold on, Callie. Can I wear all white and be fine?
Yeah, you might be
Yeah, you
good.
can wear all red. You can wear
No,
wear.
hell no, hell no. You hear me walking around looking like a
Check this out right
tampon?
here.
Well,
Check this
look,
out.
it's you
Pay
just have to
attention.
know your
You
P's
can't
and
wear
Q's
this
of
hat
where
in
you're at.
California. Don't pay
Right.
attention. If you like hats,
It's
Y'all
it's
need to
all
come
about
out
where
with a
you are.
wear this
GPS,
hat in
a
California.
GPS,
Don't even try it.
Hey,
Don't
Bob,
like
go in
listen.
that.
what color
Bob,
This
listen
markers
hat
so
here.
I
right
can
here,
know
if
where
you
I'm
like
to
trying, I'm
wear
hats,
trying to
it.
pay
help.
Well,
I'm
attention.
trying to
If
help
you
our
like
well, if you
hats,
come
client.
out
pay
here, you
attention.
just let me
You can
know,
wear
and
this
I'll
hat
tell
in
you where not to
California.
go.
Don't even
All
try it.
right,
This
all
hat
right,
right
copy,
here,
bro. All
even
right,
this hat
copy.
right here, you cannot
It ain't
wear it.
like
It
that
don't
though.
stand for Oakland baseball
Okay,
at
okay.
all. All right?
Not no more.
This hat right here, if you wear
But
this, you might as well
see, that's
just
right
not
there
plan
what
on
I
going
grew up
home
with.
because it's like that. Yeah. There's a few
That's
copper ones
neighborhood
that'll wear
Crips,
this,
that
but this
NC
hat
hat.
right here, if you
Yeah.
wear this, you cannot
Now
wear
say
that.
that
It don't
again.
stand for
Say that
Oakland
again.
Wow.
baseball.
So they
This hat
took the
right
Neighborhood.
here, this hat
NC and
right
See, if
here,
you
said
if
go
you
back
wear
to
neighborhood.
my
this, you
old
might as well
videos,
just
Twan,
not plan on
you'll
going
see
Yeah.
home.
me
It's like that.
representing
Yeah.
talking
There's
about
a
my
few copper
Carolina
ones that'll
Panthers
wear
and my
this on.
history with
You
it.
don't want to.
And that's all I had was a Carolina Tar Heels jersey before that. And I
Right.
had a
Right.
Carolina jacket, blue,
Right.
and that's all I had. But that's how I elevated to my
Yes.
Carolina Panthers. Besides more story to it. But
You
that was
just
something that I would wear. But I
you
couldn't, I'm
just
not
said
from
what I
that
was trying
set.
to explain to
So that was
Pops.
crazy for
Yeah.
me to wear
That's
that.
that's a North Carolina hat only anywhere else. Well, he just told you that's neighborhood Crip. That's neighborhood Crips in Los
Yeah.
Angeles.
That's
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 a
wild.
direct.
That's
Well,
wild.
that's
That's
my
something
wild.
neighborhood.
totally different.
That's a
That's
total.
wild,
That's
Callie.
the enemy. That's an
That's
enemy. But I would
Yo, you
wear it.
wear
That's an
that around the
enemy.
wrong people, you're done.
Where I come from. That's
Let me
the
get my
enemy
man
where I
Edge,
come from.
bro. Edge, what's good, bro?
that's wild, Callie.
Well,
We gotta do a show where we break it down. I mean, it won't be football, but like where we break it down this type of stuff. I think that'll be hella interesting.
nah, well, yeah. I mean, if you trying to help people not get rocked, but people ain't gonna discuss it.
I mean,
I mean,
we
we
talking about
talking.
this. We're,
Yeah.
we talking about this. But look, truth be told, one of our Panther greats. I'm sure it came out his mouth all the time. Steve Smith. He
Yeah,
was right down the street from where Tech grew up.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
here
a
it
hot
is.
topic.
Here's the one I was trying to show you right here.
Being ready, cousin. Let's go. I know you ain't leaving with that hat on.
Antone.
This hat
I
right
can
here,
name all
I
these
can think of at
hats.
least 5 different neighborhoods that wear that hat right there. Cedar Block, Campanella Park,
Inglewood.
Centerview, even
Inglewood.
the City Stone's gonna wear that. Even Cross Atlantic, boom, 5. Keep
Hispanic
that shit.
gangs.
All
Where
right,
that
fine.
hat.
I'll take it
Just
off.
because it's got a
Let's
C on
go.
it.
I got it.
It is
Cousin,
red.
you're definitely not wearing that
Yeah.
one either. That could stand for Athens Park or the Avenue Perus. Don't even get me started on what else that could mean.
Yeah.
Take that shit off.
I really messed y'all up. It's a Hispanic gang out here
If you
that
must really
wear
not want to make
Panthers
it home
wear
today, huh?
Panther
Take it
gear.
off.
Yeah,
What?
Okay, then what about this?
I
Yeah.
seen it.
What they name is?
The
This one?
Panther,
The
what are they named? They in
Panther
Torrance.
Pyrus?
All right, now.
Look,
Nah, they Hispanic gang out here and they rock the Carolina. They got the
this
Panther
dude right here,
blue and
he
black.
talked about it in one of his videos. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, they in
Like, you
Torrance. They
can't wear
came
that
late.
Panthers hat out there, bro.
Hey, Callie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If I come out there, bro, just yeah.
Yeah,
I
Just wear
man,
need.
the
come on
hat.
out here and we go to Final Smokehouse Destination. We go over
Yeah.
there and mess with the old
I
man.
don't like. I don't like the fact you said final smoke destination. That sounds like trouble.
Have you
Nah,
ever heard of that? You haven't heard of that about
them
that?
niggas,
It's
Tendernism?
just.
yeah.
It's just the word final smoke.
Nah. He said
Smokehouse.
destination
Smokehouse.
smoke.
But the
Oh,
owner of
okay.
that, the one that went viral, he's a diehard Saints fan, the OG over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's a
He
diehard Saints
he
fan.
ain't getting a lot of support these days. Old boy trying to rob him.
Yeah, that's true. I live very close to there now. I live
You know
very
it's funny.
close.
Ain't nobody wearing no Atlanta nothing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know which video it is because he got it on like in the middle of it. But when I saw it, I was like, "Damn, you can't wear the Carolina Panthers hat."
Yeah. I was put up on game on that a long time ago. I used to live it's a city called Torrance that's over there. And where I used to go buy my gear. And then the owner of that place is Asian. And I was like, I thought I found gold. I'm like, dang, y'all got a bunch of Panther shit in here.
Yeah,
What's happening? Why you a fan or something? What's going
for a reason. For a
And
reason.
then he pulled me to the side. He said, no, it's actually a bunch of Panthers out here. Them gangbangers over here rocking the Panther gear. I
So
was like, what? I was like, hell no.
We gang banging.
Yep, that's where I go get my Panther gear a long time, like 10 years
Hey,
ago.
It's not
that
going
on
down.
the hat
Don't do
first.
that.
Hold up.
This hat right here, we not wearing this one, especially in South Central. It's not going down. Don't
Yeah,
do
we're not
that.
wearing that one.
This
But
hat
I
right
did.
here, don't wear that one. Or this one either. It's a lot of things that start with an M out here.
Yep.
You don't want to get involved with that. To all my Gator fans, we're not wearing this one either. I know this sounds crazy. To all my people visiting from Louisiana, we're not wearing this one. I'm sorry. It's not going down like that. Either one of these ones, you can't wear.
Well,
these
don't wear
ones
no
either.
hat.
I know.
Just don't wear
Yeah.
no hat.
Putting a lot of he putting a lot on it
Coast
though.
fans, I
You
know
know,
it's
he for
crazy.
content.
Even this Titan hat right here. You're visiting from Tennessee, don't put this on your head. Now, especially
30.
this Notre Dame hat right here. Can't be wearing this one out here like that neither.
Mm.
Even the Padres hat. Yeah, even the Padres hat. You can't wear that in certain areas. Don't wear that over here. No. But even the OKC. Yeah. Even the OKC. You're gonna get yourself in some trouble some places for real. Now I told you about the Yankee hats, but now you gotta
Look,
watch
man.
for this hat. Yeah, same
Kelly
deal.
know like I know.
Yeah.
Don't wear
This
no
hat
hats
right
with
here,
no
you
C's
wanna
in
wear
it.
this around that peculiar business. I'm telling you,
Don't wear no
don't
hats
wear
with no
this hat.
B's on it.
This hat clearly stands for Hawaii, so
Don't wear no
that.
jerseys. Don't wear no
this hat.
hats,
I know
bro.
folk
Just go in there
niggas
with a
that
suit
wear
and
that.
tie.
Just saying.
I'm coming
I
to
mean, it's
Cali with
not
a
so
suit and
hard
tie.
like that nowadays. You know, they'll just if they
This
were
hat
from
right
that,
here
they
in
would
San
just
Pedro,
ask
you
you.
don't want to wear that in
You
San
know, but you
Pedro.
can wear
Tell them
whatever
that.
fuck you want nowadays.
Don't do that.
You know,
This one right here,
The
we
main
not
hats
they
wearing
not
this
gonna
one,
press.
especially in South Central. It's
The
not
main
going
hats you
down,
talking about is the hats that's got like letters on it. Like, you know, them letters mean shit.
But just know when you see certain hats, you go to certain. If you were to go visit certain neighborhoods in LA, you know, and you see certain hats, that identifies,
Yeah.
you know, who they rocking with. And it don't necessarily mean that they're a gang member. It just means that's where they from. That's their neighborhood. That's how they vibe. That's how they get down. Just like we wear Panther stuff. We wear Panther stuff because we a Carolina Panther fan. They wear their hat because that's where they come from. That's their neighborhood. That's how they vibe. That's how they get down.
Hey, Pop, wear a sombrero.
I ain't wearing it, bro. I told you. I'm gonna wear all white.
Wear a beanie. You'll be good, bro.
Be hot. You know, what we gonna do? I ain't wearing no hat.
Hey, Edge, what's up,
It
man?
ain't worth it.
Not much, man. I'm just letting y'all just talk it on out. And let y'all talk it on out. That's all I'm letting y'all do. What's going on with y'all?
So, Edge, how you feel about the Tetairoa news, man? Got caught. Well, he ain't get caught. Like, he said that shit pretty freely, like, you know.
And
the people that was on there with him looked shocked, like, bruh.
And
I feel him already. He said, "And next."
for real, like bro, like I'm
next. What are we talking about?
for real, honestly, no bullshit. I used to live in Cali. I used to live in Cali for 5 years, bro. I used to hear that shit all the motherfucking time from kids like that. That shit didn't mean shit to me, though.
That don't make the shit right.
Bro. Listen, but you gotta understand.
Listen, man, smacking a woman in the face.
No, listen, I want you.
Don't make it wrong. That means y'all saying it's wrong. When you say statements like that, you're saying that it's wrong. You're saying that it's wrong when you say statements like that.
Yeah, like that don't mean it's right.
Listen.
Because you're used to it, don't mean it's right.
Listen. That's literally where he's from, bro. He's from there. He heard it.
Pass, bro.
So if it ain't even no pass, how come he hasn't fucking? How come there ain't no story about him getting knocked the fuck out or some shit?
We don't know it ain't a story about him not getting knocked the fuck out.
Well, look, us black folks, man, are the most kindest people, and we accept all kind of people.
Yeah.
That's love, man. You think when he in practice, and they getting tussled up and they going, he like, nigga, what the fuck? What you talking about, nigga? What you talking about? What you talking? You think that shit ain't going on over there?
And think about this like this. How many times on the basketball court? He probably on the basketball court, and freaking they call him that, and he went ahead and said it himself.
Okay, Ed, stay right there. Twan, can you please ask Ed the same question you presented earlier?
Nah, you ask him, bro.
No. The way you put it was perfect. I can't imitate you. Perfect question.
What?
You know the one.
Which one?
Cause we talking about right and wrong, right? No matter how we look at it, society is where it's at. History has already happened. Okay.
Yeah.
It don't matter if people want to make it passive, like, oh yeah, it's whatever. Certain people are. I've never heard my mom say the N word, but if she heard it, I'm pretty sure it'll offend her. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so yeah,
But
I
because
see
of
the
her
argument.
age and what she grew up and things of that nature, and her being a Southern woman, this, that, and other.
Well,
But
I bet you your mother is. You know, I probably would bet that she may not say the way that they say it now, but I bet you she said Negro, please.
Yeah,
nope, I've
yeah.
never heard my mom say Negro, please.
I'm gonna tell y'all
Okay.
straight up.
Well, my
Look,
grandmother said stuff like that
my
all
wife
the
is
time.
here. Look, my grandmother has dementia now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my
Sorry
wife
about
first
that.
met my grandmother, right? My grandmother called everybody a nigga.
But
God
the
bless
thing
my
is,
grandmother's
It
soul.
transferred from
is it,
Negro to
but
nigga.
is your grandmother black?
Who,
My
mine?
of course.
No,
Yeah.
That's
that
what
matters. So it's not wrong for her to say it.
nah. I'm just saying.
We're not disqualifying anybody who's black saying it. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
my
It
grandmother
was a word to be
was
stood on to
yeah.
stand on business. It was used to stand on business, whether
Yeah,
it's
them hardcore
being
black people back in the day, they call white people niggas too, bro. They like if they was mad, they call whoever a nigga.
yeah, yeah. And then
Yeah, that's
mine,
all.
she get mad. When she really get mad, she used the ER. You
Yeah.
know, when she
That's
mad at her.
a problem.
once
Something's
again,
going
Possibly.
on.
she once
When
again
the
Like that's
she's
what.
ER
black.
hits, something's going on.
But once again she's black. She's black. So I can't go at her about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean,
No, I think what he's saying, listen, if look, nigga is one thing, but if somebody
ask the
elderly,
mama question, Twan, to
I got you
Edge.
though. But look, in a black family, if somebody uses the word, says it with the ER, you need to watch out. Like now, they serious now, bro. Something's going on.
I ain't listen.
They upset.
I've never heard the ER in my family said to anybody in the streets.
Two
Like the
questions,
ER,
Edge. So two questions to Edge. Edge. If a non-black person said that to your mother and called her that, right? To her face, do you have a problem with that?
Yeah, bro, that's my mom's.
why?
That's my mom. That's my
What?
mom's, bro.
So black people don't matter, but your mom do.
Well, if somebody said that to his mom, that sounds like they out of line already. So
Yeah,
That means
bro.
it wouldn't sound.
Out of line, bro.
it's out of
If
line,
they
period.
said like if they said that,
What's
they
wrong
said
with the
like, nigga,
word?
you crazy.
But what's wrong with that word? What's wrong with that word?
Why would
I
you
don't
even
feel
call
there's
my mom?
nothing wrong with that word. I don't feel there's nothing
Okay.
wrong with the
No, what I'm
name.
saying Edge, are you
What would give you what would give you the audacity to call my mom's that? Like,
nah?
Because
See,
they could say something
I'm
like
glad Edge did that.
and then you crazy.
I'm glad Edge did that. Listen, so you Edge said, what's the reason for him calling her that, right? So the thing is, what it should be is, why are you in my mother's face at all? That's the real disrespect. To call her the N word is like that. That's on top of it.
That's the cherry on top.
Yeah, that's on top of it. You should. Okay, the other thing, and I don't know how much Callie heard was this. Let's say Tetairoa was playing that game, right? So she said, and he said something that was anti-Semitic. Are you saying and then?
anti-Semitic, like he went up to him and said,
He
"What's
said
up?"
something about Jewish people. He used
Or
he used a
or
Jewish,
a Jewish slander word.
he used a Jewish slander word.
Bro, if he said that, then he fucking said it. He shouldn't say it, but if he said it, he said it.
So why didn't you have that same energy when he said the N word?
Because honestly, that's the part where he grew up at, man. I mean,
I don't got shit to do with it. Listen, so I'm gonna
he's been
I'm
hearing it.
going
He's been
another
hearing it
direction.
said all the time. People been calling him that all the goddamn time. And I'm pretty sure when he probably said it, some of them probably looked at him like, "What?" And they was like, "Hey," some people say, "Hey, don't say that," or some people just let it slide because they've been with him. They've been
See,
balling with him his whole fucking life, man.
well, this is what me and Pop was saying earlier. Black people have accepted so much disrespect until we don't even fucking realize when we've been disrespected. I'm gonna take you to another group of people, Edge. Let's say he said, like when he caught the ball and he was talking to the defender on the game, he said, you stupid ass FAG. Now what community is on his ass? I'll wait.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I'll wait.
They don't have, okay.
Name the
They
community that's gonna be on his ass.
okay. The LGBTQ is on his ass. Okay, he shouldn't say it.
There you go.
I don't even say that word.
What you say?
There you go. Because you
You're one of those that does
hold
not say that
on,
word.
hold a motherfucking minute. You have more oh my God.
No,
He got more respect for the LGBTQ word,
no, it has none. It has none.
but
It has nothing
less.
to do with it.
Oh my
It has,
God.
What up,
listen,
Steph?
no. It has, listen, it has
I
nothing
done
to
heard
do
it
with
all.
bro. It has
No, it
nothing to
has
do with
everything to
it,
do
bro.
with it.
What the hell say?
I just don't say that word. I just don't use that word. Period, bro.
Why not?
I have no reason to use that word.
Just
It's
same
because
thing
it's
for
your
him.
vocabulary. It's your vocabulary and why you don't say it. But just because you don't say it
No.
doesn't
He
make it
knows right.
wrong. Doesn't make it
Hey,
right or wrong. It does not. You know,
it
it's
don't.
Okay.
used in a term of endearment.
Check this out.
It truly is.
Yeah.
So
You know, out here more.
let me bring this point home because I want Callie to get in. And Pop, I'm gonna drive this point home right here.
The
So
meaning
check
has changed completely.
the reason why the black people who take offense to the word is this. It's because we feel like we're the only ones that should be using that word towards each other. You feel me? You ready for this? I'm gonna give y'all three scenarios. So if a Jewish person calls another Jewish person something anti-Semitic, guess what? It's not anti-Semitic because they're both Jewish. It's not going anywhere. If a dude in the LGBT community, if a trans dude call another dude a FAG or whatever in the community, it's not going nowhere. They're both gay. You're not gonna get in a room full of women and they can call each other bitches all day, but you don't get to call her a bitch.
Yeah.
Nah, they grew up that way. They grew
All
up
right.
that way. Everybody around them says it. It's cool.
All right.
They grew up that way.
All right. So, all right, cool. So, all right. So let me put it. So let me put it like this.
Let me say my final word. So listen.
Go ahead. Say your
All
final
this
word.
shit is cultural. All this shit is cultural. So when somebody outside of either one of those communities feel, oh, I can say that word too because I'm used to hearing it. It's not cool. If he would, I'm telling you right now, if he had said anything about the LGBT community or the Jewish community, everybody would be talking about this shit right now. That motherfucker would be fried.
I think the younger culture also them new content creators wherever he was when he said that.
Yeah.
Because like I told you, Twan,
And
that
they
was
made it a big
it was
deal.
a hot swap. It was a hot topic last year. This was just a huge topic. You know, I got friends of all, and it's all, and y'all have to realize Tech grows up not just with black folks, but it's all cultures where he's at. It's a melting pot in LA, you know, where he's coming from. So
Right.
the content creators are known not to say, because that was a huge topic with them, with the younger culture. Is that okay to say? Because some people were like Edge and what y'all are saying and not on board with it. And
because you cannot, at the end of the day, you cannot erase history and who it offends.
yeah, but don't be
And
afraid. I tell people at my age, I'm sorry, Twan, because I ain't got a lot. I'm sorry to keep cutting you off, but at my age, I have to. You cannot be afraid of change. You know, it's like some things that are it's just what it is, and you have to get at it, and you have to go to the core of the meaning of why they're saying it and who they are. And when you find so many other cultures talking like that, using that in that word in their dialect, like I had to adjust with that to see all these kids everywhere I go, Mexican, white. It's just a part of who they are. So I have terms, and then we have educated folks, we have people who are not from that era, but it is such a term. It's a term of endearment, It really is. And it's funny to me because how do, two Hispanics people talking to each other and they using the word with each other within their own people. They're not just saying it to black folk. They're using that to talk to each other.
I'm glad you said that too, Callie, because guess what? I don't give a fuck what they call each other. It's cool. If they want to call each other nigga, I don't have an issue with that. They calling each other that.
Yep.
All right, cool. So let's just go ahead and just kill this whole thing right here, because Morgan Freeman said it best. If
No,
you want to,
you already know what Morgan Freeman said. That was some dumb ass shit that came out of his mouth,
bro.
And he got crucified for that shit. So repeat it.
Yeah.
So if you want to stop talking about racism, don't talk about it.
That's business
Don't
talk.
bring it up.
We're not talking about racism.
Nah, he talking
So
about what Morgan Freeman said.
that's what he said, bro. If you want to stop the fucking divide of racism, then stop talking about it. Don't bring
So
it up.
the only thing is this, and when
Yeah.
I say this, I'm gonna be nice.
That also means, Swan, you stop saying the word nigga.
Nah,
All right, then Jewish people need to stop saying that offensive word about them
you're not gonna
themselves.
stop saying shit.
Why not? Why not? It's offensive. Okay, so you're saying it's offensive. So you're saying it's offensive if another person says it to you, but yeah, you use it all the time. But why are you contradicting your own self? If you don't like it, don't fucking say it. Just don't say that. Just don't say it.
Because I only use the word with my own people. So it's like right here. Let me tell you how this works, Edge.
I know how it works, but you're contradicting yourself every single time though.
Just chill out. It's not contradictory because I'm going to show you how it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Look, Cali Blue is my man, right? Look, but if I call Cali Blue, if I was like, "What's going on, nigga?" and Cali said, "Yo, Twan, man, I don't like that word no more. Don't call me that." Guess what? I'm not calling them that no more. When a motherfucker tell you to cut it off, then you got to cut it off. The younger generation don't get to dictate. Nah, we're not gonna cut it off, even if
true words could never be. True words could never be spoken to, because I've actually checked youngsters on that. You know, like Hispanic, or one of my son who is a 21-year-old, light-skinned male. His mama is not black, but I'm definitely am. So he goes through certain
What's up,
things.
man? Let me get a burrito bowl.
And so you have to look at it, and I've checked people, and it's not like where they're not coming at me like that. And I've had this discussion so many times with youngsters, and it's like when you don't know somebody, so you have to question where that's coming from.
Right.
But it's a new culture. It's a different culture. It's really, in my eyes, Twan, I'm gonna just shut up about it. It's a term of endearment as opposed to a term of slight and being disrespectful. It truly is out here, from what I've seen.
I agree. I agree with you, Cali. In New York as well, though. But like I told you, like the younger generation don't get to dictate what that word mean no more, and it's gonna be people that's not gonna have an issue with it. It's gonna be people who don't have an issue with it.
Pico de gallo, sour cream and cheese.
Twan, so you can predict it, but they can't. Why? Why is that?
I can predict.
Why is it fair for you?
No, man.
So why is it fair if you dictate it, but they can't? Why is that fair?
What do you mean dictate? I gotta understand what you mean by dictate it.
By what you just said about why they can't say it. Some people can say it.
So at the top of the show is this. Okay, so they don't get to dictate the term in terms of no. I didn't say they don't get to dictate saying it. I said they don't get to dictate. They don't get to dictate people not being offended by it. Hey, Kelly, I tell you like I told Pop, right? For historians would tell you right before black people were hung, that was the last word that they heard, bro.
Yeah.
Some people never gonna let it go. I understand we live in a time and a culture where some people they're gonna be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? But if me and Callie standing next to each other, you could be like, "What's going on, niggas?" Callie might shake your hand, dap you up. What's good? But I might say, "Yo, don't call me that though." You and Callie's cool with that. Don't call me that. I'm not cool with that.
That's about respect. That's about respect.
You as a young person right then, because since we're talking about the youngsters now, you don't get to go, nigga, shut up, man. I say what I want to say. Because then I might stump your ass right there on the spot. Because now that turned into disrespect.
So you're slapping him for using freedom of speech.
No, I'm slapping him because I told him not to call me something that another dude don't have a problem with.
Disrespect.
Hey, listen, Edge. He's gonna get. Hold on. Edge. He's gonna get slapped. He's gonna be slapped with a fine for it too.
Slap with a fine.
Really?
Okay.
Is T-Mac
So,
getting
going to?
fined for this?
I'm pretty sure he will.
And
I'm
the
pretty
NFL
sure.
Hell
and
nah.
the NFL
I don't
Nah,
believe
he
that.
probably-
he
Hell
gonna, he
nah.
gonna, so
I'm
if
pretty
that's
sure he
if
will.
that's the case, so if that's the case, why wasn't that used against him before he got the freaking Rookie of the Year award, Offensive Rookie of the Year award?
Because it just came out.
You can't take the award away from him. Shit.
I thought they might have
Really?
because they gave the
Really?
Pepsi Rookie of the Year. They gave it to that boy Shaw from the Saints.
It
So
just came, but this just hit. Like
Really?
literally,
It
it
can't.
just
They,
hit.
they,
yeah,
they can't take that away. They
I
can't take
thought they
that
was
away.
gonna slide
Oh,
him.
okay.
Man, look,
Okay.
Belichick just didn't get in. Everybody know Belichick should have been on the first ballot. But you got those writers that knew about the cheating and the deflation of balls and all that shit. It's writers that don't like him.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So let me. Okay, cool. So let me ask you this.
I can really just hit you with one thing, and then me and Pop have both witnessed it that you couldn't crawl out of anyway.
What?
And you are in the military, and Pop, guess what? Ez don't like nobody talking shit about.
The military.
And what if somebody told Ez, yo, nigga, get over it? I say what I want to say about the military. What's he gonna do then, Pop?
Yeah, I'll
Get
go the
mad.
fuck off.
I seen you on a live.
Why?
ready to
Why,
kill
Red?
Leo.
Why?
I seen you on a
Ed?
live ready to kill Leo when he talks shit about the military.
He's
But
talking
now
about different perspectives is what he's going at. Perspectives in what you believe in and what disrespects someone is what I believe he's saying.
because guess what
Right.
Ez did? Guess
And
what
what's
Ez
up,
did?
Edge? I remember you.
Shout out to Ez. You know what Ez told him the first time, Cali? He gave him the warning shot. He said, yo, don't ever disrespect the military again. Chill out. We good. Boom. But then that motherfucker kept going.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when Ez got in his ass.
I mean, but this is a much bigger term, and with the history for some folks, there are a lot of my peoples out there, a lot of folks who don't get down with people using that word. But then again, like I said, you cannot be afraid of change, and you can stand on business and say it's not cool to say. But me being an elder, shit, I got grandkids now, and I really examine why they saying and how to use it,
Yeah,
whatever. And it's funny to me. It is
I
funny
get,
to me,
I get why they say it, or just that another. Like I said,
but I
as
use
an
it as
African
a flex.
American, right? But as an African American, remember what I asked is, what terms or words of endearment have we pulled from other cultures that we use on a regular?
We don't.
None. We don't.
Well, it's because
don't
they
call
love black folks, man.
Hey,
People love
I
black
get that.
folks.
I get that.
Want to be us, can't be us. So that is something I
look,
take as a
hey, I
flex.
feel that. Hey, when you say that, Cali, I feel that.
No, that's
Yeah, it's
so
true.
bad, bro.
But you
It's
can't.
true.
You can't. You
When I
can't.
see two Hispanic dudes walking out here calling their girl, I said I was at the grocery store the other day, and he said, "Nigga, hurry up," to his girlfriend, and he's Hispanic. Just like
A
laughing.
whole culture. It's a whole. Do you know overseas, man? And Pop was talking about how black people affect everything around the world. You know,
We
it's
do.
Asians overseas that's trying to grow dreads.
But
Yep.
at the end of the day,
actually,
you
Quan,
can't.
history with that with the dreads. Actually, before we had it, the Vikings had it first.
Man,
The Vikings had dreads first before we did.
they had matted hair that they just didn't take care of because they didn't have combs.
I would debate that.
and it turned into dreads. So the Vikings had
It's different when you can do something about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
but like I said, the Vikings had it first.
So the Vikings were the first race on Earth.
I don't know about first.
And yeah, you talk about
I don't know
Yeah.
about
Okay.
first,
All right.
bro.
And try again, dog.
talking about matted hair.
I can really go deep on with that one.
Yeah, I told you we could go that deep, but
I can go super deep with that.
Matted hair and locks. Locks is totally different, bro. And the Rastafarian community has a whole religion behind it.
Okay, and the Vikings had a religion behind that shit.
I'm a strong believer in Jesus Christ.
A lot of people had a religion about it when it comes to that hair. Different type
I
of
don't believe
stuff.
Jesus Christ
Because certain hair.
Y'all gotta start reading before y'all start saying shit. The Vikings were pagan. They didn't believe in a religion. So you see how you threw that shit out there, and now they were pagans. They didn't have no religion.
I just don't
Let
understand.
go.
If
And look, hey, look, my man Michael.
Oh
That
shit.
Lakers ain't had no damn dreads. The fuck?
And Twan, to be
Okay.
truthful
All
about
right.
it, can we repeat exactly what T Mac said?
I'll show it to you. You want to see it?
Was he scoring a touchdown? Was he what?
he just got an
Was it
interception.
He was making a play, and
He was celebrating.
He was celebrating. So
Right.
that was a part of his celebration. He was using that word as a part of a celebration.
But when you see the way the people that was with him responded at his same age, what I'm
Because
saying
look who
is-
he's sitting next to.
right, but that's what I said. Look, you get to see both degrees of the word right there in one scene. It was like poetry in motion. You saw one dude that's used to hearing it and whatever based on his culture and been out
pull it up?
and then you heard some other people that was right next to him. And if y'all don't know, that girl is from North Carolina.
Yeah, so that's
And when
another
he
reason why
said
she
it,
knows. Don't
he
say
was
that.
like, wait, hold up.
Yeah, because there's a culture of other folks. Because it was such a
some
huge
culture,
topic. Can you
bro.
can you play it?
Yeah. But she was looking like you ain't supposed to be saying that shit, bro.
Yeah, but I'm already knowing because she's from Carolina and she's a white girl, and you know that's not
she's Asian and something.
she's white. Yeah, but it was a huge topic that was a huge topic all over the internet. You know, on Twitter, everywhere. Even some of my partners who from different races would hit me up. I got a bunch of hit me up and asked me if that was okay. Hey, Blue, was that it? You know what you think about this? And I was like, you already know how I feel about
But
it.
that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to go to somebody and go, hey, look, and ask questions.
Yeah.
Is it cool for me to whatever? You don't just assume that it's gonna be all right.
But you're gonna get a mixed review. Like you got Edge over here and you got me. You know, he a brother, I'm a brother, and you got two different sides of it. You know, I'm saying I'm okay with it.
Well, we
he's
saw
saying
the
he's
Edge's
definitely not
opinion.
okay.
We saw the Edge's opinion change when we talked about something Nin did to him.
Yeah, you got him right there.
Right. And when you step on, because what Edge is now thinking about before he got in the army, what was he before he got in the army? He was a black man.
Black man.
Mm-hmm.
You got more. You got more endearment and love for that before you.
I know how
before
he
you
gonna
got about
die
your,
too. He gonna die a black man too.
Exactly. So before you
any of that shit, you a
before
black man.
he was a black man first.
Yeah,
I got a lot of partners. I have a lot of partners in the service, man.
So I mean, I'm saying that if you're gonna stand on it, go ahead.
Well, Pop, I'm a Marine, not a soldier.
Okay.
Whatever the fuck it is, nigga.
That's how Marines are. That statement right there, what he said.
You hear the endearment?
He's claiming where he from. You
But
understand what he said right there? He claiming what part of the military he from.
Hey, hold on. But see, once again, he's proving my point.
Yep, he is. You are exactly right.
It's just a word.
Because Marines.
Oh, because I didn't get no, nigga.
We don't want to hear that shit now. It don't sound so good with somebody
capped out right there that quick.
Yep, he sure did.
Just told on himself.
So you should be able to relate to it. But then again, like he's saying, Marines, all of my partners, I live in a whole block in the service. Like when he's saying that, you know, they are somebody who is very strict and very cold, you know, cold driven, and they live their life by a certain way, you know. So you should actually be able to understand it. But they will never get on board with it if they're not. You understand what I'm saying?
If it wasn't wrong, why did he need to apologize?
Exactly.
Well, because he would get towed up. He'd be messing with his money because first of all, he represents the Carolina Panthers. You know, and if your boss, that's like if your boss say, hey, that's not cool. These are rules. We don't do that over here. You know, you got to be.
But first he represents.
Then you have to apologize.
First he represents the Polynesians. And that ain't part of their culture.
Yes, it is.
Hold on. Like I said, if somebody can find me the research.
I'm telling you the part of the research. I'm telling you from the streets here in LA, Carson, where he comes from, Polynesian. I got so many thousands. I got a gang of Polynesians. That's what they are. They say that all. They say that
you have
like
adopted it. That I mean, it's part of your culture.
Well, culture changes. Culture is a part of a movement. Culture just doesn't come as a black man. It just doesn't come from the beginning.
I understand that too. I get that part, Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the thing. Like I'm seeing a lot of people like in different comments and shit too. Pop and Edge and Kelly. I'm seeing a lot of people going. They gassing it. They putting too much on it, or whatever. But I'm telling you. But when somebody says something that's anti-Semitic, why is it different? Why is it different? Because they don't consider those people to be black. Why is it different when it's something that's anti-Semitic? Why is it something different when you say something about the LGBT community? Why can you tell people you should have known better with these group of people, but if it offends black people, then get over it?
Like you said, because black people been so used to being stepped on.
Yeah, that part is true.
We've been stepped on so much until we don't even fucking understand. We like, fuck it, man. Everybody
say,
else
okay.
get it. It's all right.
Okay. All right.
But you know what I'm trying to tell you? There's groups out there that's like, I don't give a fuck when you say it, how you said it, what you meant. We don't play that shit. If he would have said something anti-Semitic, you know what they would have did? They'd have made this motherfucker go to all these classes. You saw what they did to motherfucking the Kyrie, right? You saw what Kyrie was talking about a movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, I remember something right now. It's football and Marshawn Lynch this year. I'm gonna look for it, Twan. If you can find Marshawn Lynch was saying it on live on Monday night.
But he's black.
Yeah, but so what? He's saying it on the air on a live program. Man,
listen, you take Cali. You can't take the power. You can't take the power after word from a certain race, and then and another race can use it too with the same type of endearment and power.
His ass back on no more either.
Say it again.
You know, they would not be having his ass back on no more either.
Yeah, he was getting out of pocket and stuff. He made me uncomfortable. I was like,
I was like, damn, bro.
That just happened probably like 3 weeks against that Seattle game. They had him on there. And that word was coming out his mouth, and they didn't even beep him. I was like, what? So that's how they need to be talking about. Just because y'all. That's why I say culture is. That's why I say culture, man. Because this is where this youngster is from. This is where he's from. That's what he's around. That's what he's used to being said. How you gonna tell a man to change where he's from and where he comes?
You know, that's the black, Callie. Because he ain't black.
Now we verge back to black folks being the most welcoming culture that's out there. We accept all kind of people. In our school, once we put you on and you cool, man.
We're going in circles. What I'm saying is, you should know some black people are going to accept it, some are not.
But he said it out of celebration. He said it out of celebrating, and he's on PlayStation for. I mean, y'all hear all the crazy shit that's said on internet.
I was offended. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Listen. Wow. I hear guys.
I don't call these people a bunch of grass skirts or a bunch of motherfuckers. Yo, why y'all eat pigs and shit all the time? Or say some derogatory shit about his people, and then go like, "Oh man, I hear everybody say that shit, man. You shouldn't be offended."
Yeah, well, I'm gonna disagree because I'm part of that and I see it, and it don't mean no. It's all about discussion. It's all about perspective. But like you said, Twan, when somebody tell you, "Hey, don't use that around me," and if you say it to somebody like me, I'm gonna be like, okay, I got you. I got you. My bad. Understood.
But you know what? I might tap somebody and be like this, yo, I'm good with that, bro. But don't say that shit around Cali. He not cool. Like, I'm warning you. Like, don't do that. If you do it, it's you on your own, because I told you.
Yeah. Because Cali was a little ignorant in his younger years.
No, I mean, like, look. If I see the motherfucker wearing, hey, look, man, go take that hat off and put that blue shirt up, like, not right now. And then if you decide to do it, because like the young people today, man, they like testing that theory.
Yeah.
So you're gonna learn one way or the other, bro.
It's just perspective.
I don't understand why people gotta keep learning these lessons, bro.
Yeah, like I said, I understand that he was sending it in a celebratory way, this, that, and other. But at the end of the day,
no beef with him. I'm just like, learn from this shit and move on.
Right. Learn from it. But I'm not going to just sit here and be like, yeah, I'm okay with it. No, because you shouldn't be saying it. Like you said, your vocabulary, Callie, your vocabulary. There's so many words that you could use to celebrate. I've heard gay man, bitch, hey, bitch, hey, they celebrating her, right? But you think I'm gonna go out here and do that? No, because I know it's wrong. No matter where I grew up, you know what I'm saying? That can't be. That can't be an excuse for why you can't get fucked up.
That's true. But just like the Marines, I had this discussion, Twan and Edge. I had this discussion with my military partners, I
Right.
was not a military, but I was in them streets as a youngster. So I say when they say, so you're getting where I'm going. I'll be
Right.
like, well, y'all was in the military and y'all protecting us out here. It's the same thing as a gang member was for a lot of gang members, in our neighborhoods doing what we were doing because that's all we knew. And we riding for our cities, our partners, and all the stuff that goes in with that. And a lot of Marines that I know say they understand and they respect it because a lot of the Marines are from that. Like my homeboy, he's from the same neighborhood, but he went a different path. He joined the Marines and he just retired.
Mhm.
Shit, he's in that motherfucker for 30 years. And so he can relate to somebody, that is saying like gang mentality when people shit on gangs, and it's really about, for a lot of them, like myself as a youngster when I was a part of that, to be just because that's all I knew. That those were just my partners. And then when people start getting hurt and all of that and this and that, then that's when it becomes a problem for another. So it's a good thing and a bad thing, about gangs, but sometimes it's just about love and where you're from, and representing who you are because that's all you know. Just like what you do, you protect the United States of America. Does it have a better stand, a moral stand for protecting America? Everybody can't go to the Marines, or go to the service. That's what I'm just trying. I'm just trying to touch on some real shit with y'all.
It's only like a 1% that will actually do it.
That would actually do what?
And that's really
Kelly, it is right here.
Okay,
So,
thank you. Because I just seen clips. Thank you.
So look, all right, here we go.
Our internet speechless on this
So
stream.
one thing, okay, so you'll see what he says, right? But make sure you take a look at them two people to the left of him when he does it. Let's go.
Check this out.
Nigga, pick to the Baja. Pick to the Baja.
Okay.
Yep.
So my man sent me a text, y'all. Let me give y'all some free game or something like that.
About to get flagged. You better turn that music off, bro.
Yeah, let me get that shit off of here.
I'm gonna let him go and cut his own hair. But he was sick of.
Damn, shit. I got a touch screen, so here we go. So
McMillan is cooked because he just let y'all.
So listen, I got to put it up close again. So my man sent me something. I was like, I couldn't figure out what he was trying to say. So listen, and I looked at Google too. Pop, check this out. The girl asked the dude next to him, I don't know if that's a white dude or not, right? She says, and you can see her lips, she says, is he black? Let's watch this again.
Yeah, because the entire internet speechless on this stream. Check this out.
Nigga, pick.
He's gonna ask, is he black? Watch.
Pick to the Baja.
See?
Okay, we did.
And white dude is like, I don't know.
So Ted McMillan said the N-word while he was on stream playing Madden 26. And the look on Yana was pure dis.
You see it?
Yeah, because that was a huge topic. Like I told you, not last year, that was a huge topic. And I'm just going to defend T-Mac, man, because I know who they are, the culture. I know the Polynesian culture, especially where he was raised in Carson, Anaheim, where he played. And then you try to switch it over to Bryce. Bryce went to a private school. Okay.
Yeah.
What I was talking about, Bryce.
Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are.
Yeah, Bryce is a good Christian boy. That's why he ain't gonna say it. But Bryce be cursing on the sideline, though. He might not say the N-word, but he be saying "fuck yeah" and a whole lot of other shit.
But I bet you, Bryce. I bet you. I don't know. As y'all know, what we talking, we got to stand on fact. I would assume that Bryce doesn't tell T-Mac, "Hey man, don't call me that" when they in practice. He ain't one of them saying that.
Yeah.
Meaning that isn't accepted out there. I bet you nobody on the team on the defense is telling T-Mac, don't say that to me. Did you see like I referred back to T-Mac when he was dancing, the only one celebrating, they put the camera on him, and the boy was out there doing his thing. He was down there crip walking. Then that's just a culture dance. That doesn't mean he's a gang member. It's just a culture thing. It's how they get down.
Kelly, can I ask you a question though?
Yes, sir.
let's say, this is hypothetical. Let's say if a lot of Crips around the country took issue with the Crip walk thing, right? And a lot of them voiced it and said, "Yo, we don't want you doing that." And then let's say a lot of other ones was like, "Nah, I'm good with it. I don't have an issue." You know what I'm saying? Should he stop doing it?
Nope.
If some people, if a lot of other Crips got an issue with it, even though some don't.
Well, you talk about celebrating dancing. I would just say I'm going to keep dancing, but I just know I'm not going to go back to that spot where I can't get out and be me, my authentic
Right.
self, how I celebrate and how I enjoy dancing.
So, and the only reason I ask you that question though is sometimes when we let people get away with shit, sometimes it causes division within the people that, you know what I'm saying, where the shit is coming from. Like then you got motherfuckers yelling at each other. Like, wait, hold on, why are we yelling at each other? We didn't do this shit.
I mean, this is really a good discussion. At first, when I told you to in the comments, I made a section as soon as I got out of bed, and I said maybe we need to just stop discussing it. But at the same time, it does need to be discussed because the wall, it divide for a lot of people is dividing. And when other cultures they try to express themselves why they're saying it, and they just say, well, that's just how we get down. That's how we come. When you see two Hispanics talking to each other, or even Asians using that word to each other, and you kind of turn your head, and they're just using it as love. But a lot of the world doesn't understand that, and they come back to where the original term of that, which was created, and being in a very negative and very hurtful.
Yeah, and Kelly, I agree.
Shout out to D Money real quick. He said, "Nah, coming from a Marine, don't call us no damn soldier."
Yeah, see that type of mentality.
Hey, well,
he's standing on business. They separate themselves. So
okay,
so all I'm saying is so. When motherfuckers tell people that shit and then they go, fuck that, I'm gonna call you what I want to call you. Now it's a problem. Now that's disrespect.
Yeah, but we as citizens, civilians, we don't understand that when they tell us that.
I just don't understand why. Like I said, even if the word is used in endearment, and it's in whatever culture that is, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's a Polynesian
not
or
arguing about anything.
Samoan or whatever, Mexican, this, that, and other. Like I said, I don't see us taking those words of endearment from any other race. And if that race has specifically said it out there that hey, we don't feel comfortable with you saying it unless you with your group of friends that's cool with it, then why say it?
Well, I don't believe that the masses are saying that it's not okay to say. Being out here where I'm at, the masses are not saying that. Right? We're
Right.
not. And I'm an older cat. See, I'm a younger. So it took me a while to see it because I start seeing other cultures. So I start to look at it. I'll be like, what the boy?
But hold on, let me
I
ask
took
you.
it as a term of endearment. I took it as a term of endearment. He
Okay,
won't really relate to me.
stay right there, Kelly. Stay right there. I like that. So how many people does it have to tell you they didn't want you to say it for you to stop saying it? Does it need to be 100%? Because
Well,
if one person told me, hey, if one Jewish person, if they had a endearment word that they like to use, and it's like, hey, I don't really feel, I wouldn't never say it anymore. Just to stay in a good pocket of grace. All right, I mean, look, that's enough for me. Why am I trying to, take on somebody else's culture so much when I have my own?
I don't know, bro. I think people this is me. I don't believe that I think people are too soft, man. I believe that the reason why I'm still blessed to be in this world is because I've been able to adapt and understand and listen to why somebody's doing and what they're doing in life as opposed to taking it as a negative and then not be around them. So if you were to come out in LA and you got dudes buying you dinner and your car happened to broke down, right? You hear what I'm saying? Your car breaks down and you got a flat tire in the middle of the night. And dude come up, he say, "Oh, nigga, your tires is flat. What's going on? What's happening?" You're gonna look at him and you're not gonna want to. That's just who he is. But it doesn't mean that he's anything negative or a deterrent towards you. You understand? So what I'm trying to say is that people need to be, or should, in my opinion, need to have bigger ears on their heads, and they need to have a bigger heart and really listen to why somebody's doing what they're doing, as opposed to taking offense to something. Because the corny as it is, we all need to get along, and people are different. We don't understand different religions. We don't understand the way different politics and all of that. The song, but it does need to be discussed. A word like this, should he say it or should he not? And I'm like this. His culture, his teammates I'm not giving a shit that he said that, but I'm sure I can understand the side of business front where or the owner is saying that you need to watch yourself because you're representing the Carolina. Don't bring us in something.
Like I said, anything, and like you said, Twan, anything that has anything to do with black people, it just gets watered down and it's okay.
I wasn't mad when David Tepper threw that water at that boy in the stands.
I wasn't either because the guy was picking on a guy that got hurt on the field. He said that's his guy.
You're not supposed to do that stuff.
Hey,
he didn't do it to me. Hey, yeah, but look, one of the things that Callie said, man, that's absolutely on target is because especially in this country, it's because so many different I want to call them interest groups, ethnic groups. Like, we don't sit down and have these discussions, man. And then a lot of people don't want to have a discussion. Oh, are we talking about this again? You can have a discussion without ripping each other's head off. You got to talk about it, bro.
Yeah. And the reason,
you ever heard of
how do I avoid offending you? And then vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to sit down and have difficult conversations.
Yeah.
And look, I'm going to go further than Callie. You know, he said soft. It's because the people look, we're dealing with a bunch of pussies right now, man. People don't want to talk about nothing. Their feelings are so easily fucking hurt by every damn thing or whatever. But my thing is that the word we talking about that came out of Testament, that shit goes back hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah, and it's more because the Carolina Panthers in the South, there's a huge divide in the South.
And he's from Cali, and now he's playing in a Bible Belt.
Yeah, so it means something, and it's more because it's still prevalent over there. Racism is stronger over there as opposed to Cali is behind the doors. You know, like my jobs and stuff. You know, they're not gonna say it to your face, but you better believe they stopping you from getting, and all of that stuff that goes with it. So, but in the South, like that girl, she said, "Oh my God," she covered her mouth because she in Carolina, and and she know that was a huge topic that maybe you shouldn't be saying that as a Carolina.
Subscribers when you do that.
Yeah. So, or they would pigeonhole him, and some people that don't like him. But in the younger generation, there's a lot of people on the younger generation. The movement of the Carolina Panthers right now is a lot to do, I think. Being at these games. I went to 6 games last year flying from Cali, and all I saw every time I go to these games is BY9 and the younger culture representing Bryce Young. So. I think this stage aboard is more so towards the disrespecting of people saying stuff or media. This stays in the lane of the younger culture for me. And I think we just need to keep our mouth shut, to be more observant and try to be more understanding as opposed to saying you're not going to do that.
I understand it. I really do, Kelly. I do. I understand.
Well,
Thank you.
I'm about to wrap this up. I'm about to get a few different people's on social media their responses to this and see if any of these responses match anything that we said.
Okay. Thank you, Twan.
Nigga,
absolutely, sir.
Pick to the bottom. Pick to the bottom. Yeah, Tucker said we won. Huh? We won. Okay, we did.
You don't even know he said something wrong.
Let's talk about it. Yeah. So if you do not know who that is, that's McMillan. Okay, he was a first-round pick for the Carolina Panthers. Had a really good rookie year and everything.
Excellent.
But, we got to talk about this situation. So McMillan is on a live stream playing Madden, and he gets a user pick, right? And he gets hyped. And he's like, nigga. Right? And the girl's face said it all because she was like, whoa, that caught me off guard. And it caught the dude off guard as well. And they don't know what to do. They're so lost and confused. McMillan just jumps back into the game like, hey, man, what do you want to do next? Like, and that lets me know that he says it all the time and nobody has ever checked him about it or anything like that. And the fact that it was live streamed is the reason why he apologized. I don't think he would apologize if it was just him and his homeboys or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And look, I know some of y'all gonna be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal and this, that, and the third. Okay, cool. That's how you feel, cool. But I'm just saying, like,
you tell that to Coach Kente where
you know, it's
with his feet chopped off.
And the people around him ain't checking
He said roots.
So it is what it is, but
It's all right. It's all right.
So look, fair enough what he said. Look over here, Callie. You see these comments?
What's it say? I can't see because it's not zoomed in.
I got it big. I'm gonna tell you. So
But
listen.
I could imagine what they say.
I'm gonna listen to this shit though. So and this is where like the tale of two whatever's come in. Somebody named John Marshall. He said because it's just a word to him this boys use, term of endearment. No need for a check, in my humble opinion. Somebody light work under him said, I understand it. It's a tough situation for him because, yes, his friends are cool with it, but others might feel away. Then listen to this nigga right here. That got me doing it right here. Some motherfucker named Noah said, offensive rookie of the year can say whatever he wants.
I feel it when he say that.
You feel me? That's some dumb shit.
I feel him though. He's dumb, but I get it.
So listen,
I know what he's saying.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. But if he mean it the other way, like, nah, he can't.
Yeah. Well, look at y'all president. He's the president. He can say.
See somebody right there say the Polynesians cool, huh? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man. I grew up. This is where I'm at.
He getting the pass, like so. That's why I agree with you.
Twan, I was doing some research yesterday, right? And come to find out, even though Polynesian may be cool, it was a lady I was looking at her podcast, and she had other Polynesian women on there, and they were talking about, the culture over there, and they talked about how racist they are over there, in their area. And how they really do not like black folks.
And look,
well, black folks are the most hated culture in the most hated race in the world.
It ain't a country; it's the whole world.
So if it's so hated, why? Never mind.
Well, I could just go back to
if we so hated, why everybody want to be like us? Because so many bad rumors, so much bullshit has been spread about us, and so people just chose to believe. I mean, we lived in a world where there's been taught that white is right and black is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
When I tell you, yeah.
See, right. like we got people of other cultures.
Pull up, Red.
Let me finish. We got people of other cultures that want to be white when they come to this country that white people don't even fuck with. They don't fuck with y'all.
But what I said, like I said, Twan, the two different cultures, not black. That's how they communicate with each other.
Exactly.
They call him up. He hit him up on the phone. He said it. One of my partners, one of my son's partners, he's calling his brother, and he's saying that. What up? That's what he's saying. Yeah. So, it's like it's changed, man. And then
I blame y'all OGs, man.
Nah.
Well, I take that as a flex. When you say you blame that, because I feel like we took that.
Callie, I'm just joking.
No, but I got something for you when people say that. Because it's not something of a negative. It's a flex, to me. And I'm gonna put you up on some real game, Ed. You said something about roots just now. Did you not? Was that you that said that?
No, that was me. Bob.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let y'all know something about my personal business in roots. My father played the king of that village in
That's
roots.
Dope.
Okay, so my daddy used it.
You say your dad was in the movie?
My dad was the king of the village in roots. He's the one that raised LeVar Burton up in the air.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey,
His name is Harry Rhodes.
That's his name too.
That's fine because he's black. He can.
That's nuts. I disagree. If you were to say that they said the ER, can somebody say the ER? Then I'm like, I'm off board with that. I'm not cool with that. You can't say that.
So listen, the dude Deshaun Lassiter, you would have thought that they was listening to us. He said it comes down to use. He said, I'm military. Every time a non-black person uses it, I check them. He said, not even in a confrontational way. It's all in what we allow people to do. Yeah. Somebody right after him said, honestly, I don't see a problem. And then this lady said, but she looks older. She says he does not get a pass. He should not have said it. Some people think because they get a little status, they can say and do whatever they want to. But we can't. Because guess what? And Pop been trying to say this. So that's why I say I hear Pop point, I hear Callie's point. Because Pop was saying this earlier. Because black people, we don't get to say whatever the fuck we want.
They crucify you. Plenty of graves out there.
Look at Kyrie, bro. Kyrie got drugged to the fucking mud for talking about a movie.
Yes, Ace. People are offended over words. If somebody called you a B to your face, you will be offended. Let's act like we're not human. Don't be a bot.
The Carolina Panthers should be already groomed in Cali culture. Steve Smith is one of the biggest ones.
Keine Probleme gibt, Junge. Gestern hat T-Mac im Stream. Warum machen wir wieder Probleme, wo es keine Probleme gibt, Junge?
This motherfucker speaking French.
I'm about to say.
Hold tight. Let me go to somebody else. Hold on.
T-Mac, Tetairoa, McMillan from the Carolina Panthers, the rookie wide receiver. If you haven't seen it, take a look.
Nigga, pick to the behind. Pick to the behind.
She sat down quick.
Yeah. And then she asked, dude, is he black?
We won.
Huh?
We won.
Okay, we did.
You thought she was in trouble.
All right, so here's my perspective. I get it. I know you probably shouldn't have said it, especially in today's day with everything going on. People all sensitive about stuff. But to be honest with you, man, I'm going to be truthful with you, bro. I don't think he meant it like that. You can take it out of context for what it was. I think that pretty much he kind of like he can be invited to the cookout, bro. Bro can ball, be the truth. If you saw his draft day when he was drafted, he was up there with his family, man. It was on the vibing. He had the music going, everything, bro. He don't come off as no racist or nothing like that, bro. It's kind of like a lot of folks, man, you know what I'm saying? They use that word in passing with friends that you know, I ain't trying to say it's right. I ain't trying to say it's right because I know how folks are. I know how to get about it. But to be honest with you, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know when people trying to be manipulative and use it in vindictive ways, and then you know people that's just chill and cool, that kind of like, you know what I'm saying, invited to the cookout, and that's all right with it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like bro is all right with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you, brother. He one of my favorite receivers. He on my team, and he's the truth. He got that swag with it. He kind of like Travis Kelce with it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna hold you. You guys let me know what you think about it. He did issue an apology, and this was the apology right here. But other than that, man, I tell you, dog, I don't see no problem with it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it, bro.
I like what dude said. But guess what? He named a bunch of shit that ain't got nothing to do with
what the hell is
why
going on.
Somebody should be offended by it. Like you look, the problem is black people invite too many people to the fucking cookout,
and they don't help you.
But Ted was raised in a cookout. That's where he's from, man. He been in many.
Going back to what Callie said, though, you know, but black people, like, we the kindest people in the world, man. We let shit go.
We take everybody in.
We try to get along with everybody. Just everybody don't try to get along with us, and that's where I'm coming from. So if we always wanted to bend or whatever, but when we say something that gets totally torn out of whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then my thing is this: if y'all are not gonna let us speak freely, and I think you can feel me when I say this, Callie, if black people can't speak freely, then maybe we got to stop other motherfuckers from speaking freely too, bro.
Yeah. You know, to me, it's an elder thing. Some things we are supposed to show, you know, the younger generation. And so, you know, another perspective on this, I would really like to hear what Dave Canales, because T-Mac is from where Canales was a high school coach.
What Dave gonna say?
Listen,
Dave
I'm tying this together. Dave has been around this from California. He raised right over there. The same high school.
And that's understandable. That's understandable that he's from that.
Canales won't even tell us what offense we running next week. You know damn well he ain't gonna talk on this subject.
Yeah, that's true. But what I'm trying to put together with this man is that he is a coach of kids like Tet. They're exactly from the same place. He was a high school coach from him, and I just would like, you know, I'm sure Dave Canales would be like, you know, that's that coach. We've been hearing that forever. I would really like to hear what he say because he's really involved with this. He's a coach, and he's from Tet's era. He's from the same area. That's where he coached at Carson High School. You know, where Tet was playing ball in Anaheim.
How we know Dave Canales wasn't offended by it?
Well, If he was offended by it, that's why I want to hear what he has to say because he's been around it. I'm trying to tell you that he's around that life from California. He hear that 1,000 million times where he's from.
But think about this. As a coach, though,
I'm sure he's had this discussion.
He probably had that discussion. I'm pretty sure he probably told his players like, look, I tell you, I use that word a lot, but when we're out here playing against other schools and other parts, especially when we go to this parts, hey, let's refrain from using that word, because we're trying to be, we're athletes, but we're also students and we represent this school.
Yeah, I would like to know the truth about I'm
pretty sure he said he understands it, but I'm pretty sure he also said like, hey, look, let's refrain from using that when we're playing against these other schools.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it just is amazing me. Twine, I'm just trying to think. My mind has been like scatterbrained over here listening to us talk, and I'm just like, man, what can we adopt from another culture and then just say, you know what, it's part of our culture now. Like we should just like start eating Chinese food from now on. Say it's part of our culture.
Hey, look. But the realness of it is it is a part of the culture now. It is. It's nothing to discuss. It is a part.
Like we'll just adopt it and say, no, that's just what we do now. Like
I'm gonna say this, and Callie know where I'm coming from when I say this. It's nothing that we can adapt, man. I mean, everything that's righteous, and I'm speaking for myself, speaking for these other people. Everything that's righteous and great, like we've invented so much that other people have taken credit for, right? Like, as far as I'm concerned, just like everybody else and their ethnic groups think. Black people are the greatest, most talented people on the fucking planet, bro. We trendsetters. We don't follow greatness. We wait around for motherfuckers to come for us or whatever. We just don't get treated like the most talented people in the world, bro.
Yeah.
But really, at the end of the day, these motherfuckers know what's up. They know what's up.
Yeah.
They know what's up.
Yeah, I get it, man. I mean, I get accused of that all the time, but here I am, a professional, and I have a career and all of that type of stuff, but I come from where I come from, and sometimes, I just speak, and people sometimes will be somewhere and they don't really get it. They might take it as offense, I just talk the way how I'm free to talk, and I don't mean any disrespect. If I'm trying to get at you disrespectful, you're gonna know. But I might say something like y'all might understand right now. I'll say all pussy ain't good pussy. Shit like that.
Some people don't know the difference, though. So,
yeah, well, that's they bad.
They need to know the difference. They need to know that difference. They're gonna wake up the next morning like, why the heck is this hurting?
Yeah, so that's why I relate back to a culture.
Hey, Ed, you sound like you're talking from experience.
Yeah,
I had to tell my Marines that. I had to tell my Marines that. I had to tell some of my guys that. Because some of the guys that I know caught it. Because some of the guys that I know caught it, and I'm looking and telling like, yo, that wasn't good. Why are you doing?
Hey, look
out here in California and San Diego with the Marines.
Callie, look at these two statements.
Which one, sir?
I don't know who. I don't know the fuck. I'm not even gonna say dude name, but look, you can tell he a young nigga in his picture. He said people offended over a word is crazy. Next dude says that. Y'all look, and how many times will black people hear this shit? Y'all just need to get the fuck over it.
I wonder who that is that's saying that.
Let me say something.
Who is that person? Is that a black person or a different race?
I don't know. I don't know who it is because they,
I would like to know.
These fucking cowards hang behind these avatars and fake memes and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So listen. So tell everybody that had anything to do with the Holocaust to get the fuck over it. You know what I'm saying? Tell the LGBT community to get the fuck over it. Tell motherfuckers in the military to get the fuck over it. Tell policemen to get the fuck over it. Tell anybody that's in any type of unionized whatever to get the fuck over it. Tell white people to get the fuck over it.
Yeah,
but
right.
But only black people in this country are always the ones being told to get the fuck over some shit that we've been fucking disrespected about.
Yeah, and this crosses over to Kaepernick. Now that I think about it, just shut Kaepernick down, because he stood on business about something, in regards, and that's what they're trying to say to T-Mac. I would advise him I would say, man, yeah, try not to say that out there because a lot of this world, this United States domestic is not on board with that. So I would say, just be careful what you try to say. You know, I know you are who you are, and I don't have no opinion on what you're saying. Well, I would, but as a coach or a businessman, the owner, I would say I don't have no opinion what you're doing. But this is how it is. And,
Shout out to my man Gerald Sticks Jones. He said T-Mac is a good dude. He said Canales understands the culture, but would definitely say he has to know better on when to drop that word. Great statement right there, Gerald.
Yeah. Being a young coach. Yeah. Canales has a really deep root in this because of his ties to California in regards to this person and being a young coach. You know, when a dominant African Americans, you know, are playing this sport. So he's been in it a long time. So this is not something that is new for them. You know.
Oh. Yep.
You know. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, Twan. But I had a show out. You know, I used to make them videos back in the day, and I'm inspired to start making videos and stuff. I'm gonna do behind the scenes. I'm gonna shout myself out. You know, my show is called 213 to the 704.
Hey man, let motherfuckers know where they can find you right now, bro.
Yeah, Cali Blue 213 to the 704. I'm gonna start the podcast with OG members and just talking that love, just like what y'all do here. And I really appreciate, all the podcasts and stuff. Sometimes. And I appreciate Quan. What's that?
Tell them one more time and spell it for them so they'll know where to go, bro.
Well, you just look me up at Cali Blue. It's the 213 to the 704 podcast. I'll be starting to do. And I appreciate people like Twan because people be like, Cali Blue? Like, he just trying to move, y'all do. We used to do Google Hangouts, which y'all do with these podcasts.
Guy, bro.
But when I say I'm legend with this shit, I used to go at people from 2009 making videos when everybody was about it and going back at each other, fighting against other teams and stuff like this and talking shit, making funny videos and stuff and making true videos about this. So, I go to games sometimes and see some people and I'll say who I am or whatever. They be like, oh, Cali Blue, you's a legend, And when I go to some other place, I'll be trying to just sit and keep my mouth closed. But I got a lot to talk about when I talk about this Panthers and a lot of respect. But I don't fuck with everybody. I fuck with somebody like Twan, the other cat. I won't shout him out. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, you get up out of here, though.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we done talking about, whatever. But look, man, we're going to shout Tetairoa out too, man. This man won the Rookie of the Year. We're going to watch him get his award, man, before we get up out of here.
C. Henderson, Derek Warmdahl, Kara Dart, and Adam Stewart.
Covello, words cannot express loyal, and he has. My son, Tetairoa, Covello Konapiliahi, McMillan.
Hold on. I almost forgot something too. Cali Blue, if you help me out, bro, my West Coast brother.
Yeah.
Let people know how this man's name is pronounced correctly, because you did it earlier.
Tetairoa.
Huh?
T-Mac or Tetairoa?
Yeah, his real name. Yeah, his real name, the full name.
Tetairoa is how I pronounce it.
Yeah, you call him it's Tetairoa.
Yeah, it's almost like Hispanic. It's right. Tetairoa. I might be Tetairoa. You might, it's hard to roll them R's, but
you wrote it early. Yeah. Tetairoa.
Tetairoa. Yeah.
He's loyal and he has a heart of gold. A God-fearing man who values family and friendship over everything. Covello, words cannot express how proud I am of you. I love you. Lastly, to set the record straight, his name is Tetairoa, not Tet.
Tetairoa. There you go. That's why that's disrespectful. Moms don't like that. Yeah, he might be dating a black woman. Tetairoa might be dating a black girl. To be honest, what y'all think about that?
That's another subject, but we'll get
not Tet.
But that goes to our point too, right there. His mom just told the whole world what she don't want her son to be called, right?
Yep.
Didn't she?
Yep. She don't like that.
So how does she
I knew that a long time ago.
So when people call him Tet, right? She don't like it.
Yep, she does not. I've seen that before.
You do not get to tell that woman to get over it.
She named that boy. She named him, or they did.
My husband, Trevion Henderson, is a man grounded in faith, guided by God, and full of humility. He's a light to everyone who knows him, and he carries himself the same way on and off the field. Being part of his journey has been such a blessing, and I'm forever.
But as an individual, as a
Oh, I
husband,
thought that was
and
Ted's
most
wife. I
meaningfully
was like,
of all,
what?
as a dad-to-be. In fact, I'm here tonight because my daughter Jordan is home awaiting their first child. Tyler, we're beyond proud and cannot wait to see what the future holds for you, for Jordan, and for your little one, and of course for Murphy Dog.
Jackson has always been physically talented, but what makes him special isn't what's necessarily recorded on a stat sheet. Jackson is the definition of a true competitor. His will for greatness is unique and truly contagious. He's able to connect and find commonality within a locker room, and his profound love and loyalty for his family and teammates is unparalleled. Jackson balances unwavering confidence and sincere humility. Jackson, I love you. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see what your future holds.
As an athlete,
Man, Jackson Dart played like 4 games. Why is he even in this? Let's keep going, bro.
trainer, I have the privilege of getting to know a lot of players, but none have impacted my life like my friend Emeka Egbuka. He has a huge heart, a kind soul, and a deep, inspiring faith in Jesus Christ. Every athlete I work with and that sits on my taping table will forever be compared to the standard that Emeka Egbuka has set.
The 2025 AP Offensive Rookie of the Year, presented by EA Sports Madden NFL, is Tetairoa McMillan.
Woo. I don't know what's got me right there. Oh man, shoot. I mean, I hope everybody having a good night tonight. Super blessed and humbled to receive this award. Shoot, to me, the most humbling thing is that I know that I could have never done this by myself. First off, I want to thank my mom for always being there for me. She the real soldier. I want to thank my family for just teaching me the importance of, humility and respect, and for always just supporting me. I want to thank Mr. Tepper, Mrs. Tepper, Dan Morgan, Coach Canales, Coach Moore, my teammates, and, just the whole Panthers organization for believing in me. Shoot, man. God has just been so amazing to me. He has blessed me with amazing opportunities. Shoot, he has surrounded me with such incredible people who have invested in me and, impacted my life. Man, God is just so amazing. Without him, none of this would be possible. I'm just so grateful, so blessed, man. And, I hope that, I can inspire future generations to chase their dreams. Thank you. God bless.
That's Tetairoa McMillan, the 2025 26 Rookie of the Year NFL, man. Man, look, I thought this was a great informative show, man. Something that we had to talk about, man. To get a lot of, different vantage points of what's going on out there, man. And I'll go last though, but I want to go to my co-host Pop and Edge. You know, start with Edge. And if you was to give some advice to somebody about noticing the room and saying things that could hurt other people, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, what advice would you give? You know what I'm saying? But before we get to that, I would tell people, look, man, thank you for tuning into the 704 Charlotte Brown Show. We ain't shit without y'all, man. Everybody that was in the chat through all of this, everybody that chose to be respectful, the people who chose not to be respectful, you know what I'm saying? Still pray for you guys, man. I pray for you guys. I pray that you see the light, man, on all of this. I pray that you know that you can grow up and come out of yourselves, you know what I'm saying, and be better people, man. We all got to live together, so we should all respect each other. But go ahead, Edge.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming through. You know, it was a good show. You know, something that had to be talked about, needed to be talked about. But the one thing I can say is this: if you feel like you're gonna offend somebody, just don't do it. All right. And if you have questions, just ask the questions, man. It's better to ask than not to know. Because if you don't know, it's gonna be bad. So just watch your people, watch yourself, and watch who you're around. Because you never know who's truly watching. And that's just not work. That's also in life as well.
Mm-hmm. Pop, talk to me. Pop. Pop.
I think he on the mute button.
No, he ain't on the mute button.
Or maybe service or something.
All right. So I don't know where Pop is, but look, check this out, man. If I leave y'all with one thing, man, I'm gonna leave y'all with a famous quote, you know what I'm saying, by Dalai Lama. You know what I'm saying? And that's just this. And with everything that we said today, man, I mean, always treat people with respect. You know what I'm saying? We all got to live on this world. Just so, you know, respect goes a long ways with people, man. Like Ed said, if you feel like you're about to say something that be controversial, stop, think about it, and ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Just don't assume everybody is going to get along with something that you say, you know what I'm saying, because others do. The quote is this, though. When you practice gratefulness, there is a sense of respect towards others. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just going to leave it there. I don't think I would change about that is that there would be respect towards everyone. So, you know, always be in the mood to, you know, practice gratefulness about things. You know what I'm saying? And that respect will take you a long ways, man. When you respect people and you care about people's feelings, I mean, no, bro, you'll be a legend. But when you go through life not giving a fuck about who you harm and who you affect and, you know, the people that you hurt, you know what I'm saying? Nobody will remember you when you're gone, bro. I'm touring down to the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. That's my man, Edge. Pop bullets wherever he is, man. We're about to get up out of here. We'll see y'all in a minute, man. We out.